It may be Friday the 13th, unlucky for some, but for one team tonight, it's going to be their lucky day. Hello, Canada, and welcome back to our continuing coverage of the Road to the Roar from Prince George. Last night, Jeff Stoughton from Winnipeg earned his ticket to the Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings, the Canadian Curling Trials in Edmonton next month. Tonight, another team is going to join him. Coming up, it is the men's B-side final. So far, three teams have had plenty to smile about here in Prince George. Calgary's Crystal Webster, Winnipeg's Jeff Stoughton, and Thunder Bay's Krista McCarville have all booked their spot in Edmonton. And after losing to Stoughton, Pat Simmons gets a second chance to go to the Alberta capital and just maybe slide all the way to Vancouver, to the Winter Olympics 3 months from now. The road to the Roar passes through Prince George and the CN Centre. And our focus tonight will be on the men's B-side final. And it will either be Mike McEwen of Winnipeg or Pat Simmons of Davidson, Saskatchewan, who will get that spot in Edmonton. While on the C side, no second chances. You must win to stay alive. And have a look. Brad Gushu, who won the gold medal in Torino in '06, has been eliminated. So that's what's ahead on this Friday night. Ooh, Friday the 13th, as we say good evening to Lyndon Ray.
Well, we talked a lot, Linda, about the fact it's a long road to get here, but it's also a long, hard road to break through when you're a young curling team to get to the top. And young Mike McEwen has had to put up with the likes of Kerry Burtick and Jeff Stoughton. But is he ready to break through? I think he is. One of the things he has going for him is Chris Neufeld, his coach. He really knows the game, and Mike has changed his game a little bit. He has now gone a little softer because they used to throw it hard, high and hard, and now he's changed it a bit, and the numbers show this team is strong.
Well, they do. You know, when you come to this event, what you're looking for is to start strongly and maintain that consistency, and Mike McEwen's team is #1 this week. And why is it happening? Well, it is because BJ Neufeld at third is really at the top, 86%, and Mike McEwen is also playing well. They have to maintain that. That's a very strong backhand, but they're playing a great team in Pat Simmons. Pat Simmons has not maintained that consistency, though, I just talked about. He has been going up and down. Moments of brilliance, but some big mistakes as well, and it really shows up in the number. If you look at each game that he's played, this is Pat's numbers. 94%, down to 76, up to 86, down to 73, and back up to 89. He just hasn't been able to maintain the brilliance that he sometimes shows in his games.
Well, Pat Simmons, everybody in the country knows Pat Simmons. He's been around for a long time. He had those 4 Briars all in a row, and now all of a sudden he too has got a chance again after playing a very tough game against Jeff Stoughton. Remember, it went an extra end, and Rob Fowler made an unbelievable shot in that extra end. Pat Simmons, Mike McEwen, a little youth, a little experience.
What do we always say? Age and experience against youth and vitality, much like Ray and myself.
2009 Road to the Roar Curling on TSN is brought to you by Tim Hortons' new French onion soup. Bon appetit.
Hey, Tim's for lunch?
Oh, yeah. They got French onion soup now.
French onion soup.
What are you doing?
To Tim Hortons, James.
Right. I'm James.
Tally-ho! Make it quick. Delectable croutons and cheese await. James, my dog. Driver. Tom.
A rich broth with seasoned croutons and a 4-cheese blend. Tim Hortons' new French onion soup, just $2.59. Always a great value.
This is indubitably
Always Tim Hortons.
good.
The most anticipated event in curling history is now yours to enjoy 18 different ways. With all draws now on sale, you can see as many games as you want. Your days, your times. It's your own way to roar. As Canada's best teams fight for the right to wear the red and white in 2010. And every ticket includes admission to the Roar next door at Keith's Patch. Tim Hortons' Roar of the Rings. Reserve your place in history now.
Redeeming your points with rewards credit cards can be really
Hard! Hurry hard!
With their rewards expiration and travel restrictions, getting rewards you actually want can be really hard. But with a rewards card from Capital One, redeeming is
Easy.
With a rewards MasterCard from Capital One, it's easy. Travel when and where you want or redeem for cash. Visit CapitalOne.ca.
What's in your wallet?
Every night, millions of Canadians sleep easy, knowing they have their licensed insurance broker on their side, offering a choice of the best insurance companies. Your best insurance is an insurance broker.
It's a great day for a great dinner, but first you have to find time to get your son to soccer, find time to get your daughter to ballet. Now, if only you could find your car keys.
Luckily, there's M&M Meat Shop's fully cooked seasoned back ribs, ready fast and easy. Because when time isn't on your side, we are.
It's got plenty of pickup. You don't even really feel like you're driving a hybrid. And it's only a 4-cylinder, but man, this thing hauls. It really does. I mean, if you want me to show you, I sure can.
The cool thing about Sync is it makes it really easy to get from one song or one playlist or one genre.
Please say a command.
Play genre rock.
Playing genre rock.
Nothing feels like cashmere.
2009 Road to the Roar Curling on TSN is brought to you by M&M Meat Shops. Hundreds of meal ideas, one aisle. By Ford, drive one. And by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere.
Welcome back to the CN Center, home of the Prince George Cougars of the Western Hockey League. They're on the road. They're in Prince Albert tonight, then Saskatoon tomorrow before coming home. All the other games are win and stay alive, lose you're out. It's Burtnick and Gunlickson, LaRouche and Holman on the women's seaside, and Appleman and Ursel on sheet D. Of course, our featured game is a B-side qualifier. Let's meet the team, brought to you by Tim Hortons. Their new French onion soup, Bon Appetit. From the Assiniboine Memorial in Winnipeg, Mike McEwen with Denny Neufeld, Matt Wozniak, and BJ Neufeld making up his team against Davidson, Saskatchewan's Pat Simmons with Steve Laycock, Jeff Sharp, and Jerry Adam. It is McEwen who has the red stones, Simmons the yellow, and it was Pat Simmons who won the draw to the button, and so he will have the hammer, the last rock here in the first. And to get us going, it is the lead for Mike McEwen, Denny Neufeld.
Yeah, we got the Neufeld brothers on this team, and boy, they've been curling up a storm. Of course, they come from great breeding with Chris Neufeld, of course, with Vic Peters' second man.
Lots.
Their Canadian championship in 1992.
Look at Danny.
For Pat Simmons, he got the hammer by virtue of the draw before the game, and Pat put it right on the pin. He covered the button. That's a good sign to start the game for Pat. Maybe he'll find that level of consistency in this game that he has lacked so far.
92, Garmisch-Partenkirchen. Is that correct?
It was.
Vic Peters and Dan Carey and Chris Neufeld and Don Rudd.
I will just always remember that. Garmisch.
The little Swiss guy won that, didn't he?
I believe he did. I just remember it because you and I had to share a room. But that's another story for another time. Yeah, that's, yeah. Do I remember the curling? No, just Ray and I sharing a room.
I kind of wish you hadn't brought that up, Vic.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Yep. Well, we talked, Ray and I, before the game. We have a Saskatchewan team that often goes to defense, and you were saying, Ray, that you know this McEwen team, and they also like to hit. So we'll see how this plays out. We saw a couple of hits, and then now going to the corner. So I think we may see a little bit of that back and forth offense and defense moving throughout the game.
Yeah, Mike McEwen, like most young teams, they have that high and hard disease that they get it when they're about 19 or 20 in the sense that they want to hit everything and move everything and throw it as hard as they can. But he's brought his game down. He's got great coaching, as I've already mentioned, and they just know how to execute, and they play the soft game very, very, very well. I think you were saying that, Victor, that Mike McEwen, of course, his curling idol was Kerry Burtnick.
Kerry Burtnick, yeah. Interestingly enough, I mean, he can just look right next door where Burtnick is playing Jason Gunlickson in a seaside.
You don't suppose if he had a tough decision to make, he would slide over there, do you?
What do you think, Kerry? Just get
Kerry, give me a hand here. I'm in a little trouble.
Pat made the move, of course, to the corner guard at a point where it could be peeled, and that was Mike McEwen's choice. The one red stone, he's just behind the tee line. It could be used if Pat wanted to, but we do know when teams are very good at hitting, freezes are quite easy to remove. Even when we see what looks to be the perfect freeze, we can see things get blasted out.
3.
One more corner.
Whoa. Don't want him rolling in.
Real nice.
Shot.
There's lots of movement on this ice. It's not late finish like we see sometimes, but it curls right from the time it leaves your hand, and there's lots of movement. It's a terrific surface. Got to be a little careful around the 7th, 8th, and 9th end. It will change just slightly. Got to watch the speed more than anything else. It's pretty common. We see, it would be unfair to say that it's breaking down because it's not. And I had the opportunity to sit with both Berklinger and Hans Wujcik last night, and they had a drink. I had a cup of tea, and it's the new me, Victor. Northern Italy is now in a depression. I've dropped off the wine. You know? I'll be getting a phone call anytime now. But they were saying with the jet ice and the temperature, control of the temperature they have, it's holding in. And Hansi made it, and David made a good comment in the sense that, Ray, there's 20 minutes of practice, and then you got, you're playing 10 ends, and that was an extra end they had. Simmons and Stoughton had last night, so there's David Merklinger.
And you can see the monitors in front of him, and if you've been with us in the past, you know that they've got sensors throughout the ice surface, up and down all the sheets, so they know exactly where the hot spots, the cool spots are. Nothing's left to chance.
And I think we have to remember the ice does change a little bit during the day. I'm expecting the ice to be a tiny bit slower in this game. It's just the end of the day. They don't have a lot of time to prepare the ice in between draws. And so it does change a tiny bit, but that is part of the skill of being a skip, is reading the ice and seeing the changes and adapting to them and taking the ice and what it gives you and not fighting it.
Well, times have changed, Linda, that's for sure, because Vic and I used to know where the hot spots were too, but that's pretty well gone by the roadside.
Yeah, we're a lot older, a lot wiser now.
Spots.
Oh dear.
Okay, a little chance now. That draw was supposed to cut off the come around. Instead, it goes deep. And Jerry Adam can play the shot, play a freeze if they like.
Right down to on top of it, or do you want to leave it high?
I think because the positioning, they're playing the freeze, Vic, looking for a mistake on a jam.
And Mike decided to defend against the corner guard by not peeling it, but by coming in behind it. But you had to keep it in front of the tee line. You can't slip it back there. Pat Simmons has a lot of experience, and this is a terrific curling team.
Well, you mentioned his 4 straight Brier appearances for Saskatchewan between 2005 and 2008. Last year it was our previous Brier. This past March, it was Joel Jordison who beat Pat Simmons in the final for Saskatchewan. And Jordison was here and went out early.
It's sort of funny that way that Ray's talking about this very young McEwen team trying to make the next step in a province that's been very tough over the years. And trying as a young team to make it out either at the Olympic level or bar level. In a way, Pat Simmons is trying to break out as well. He's done so well to get out of Saskatchewan, even done well at the bar. He wants to be the champion now, and he's got the team to do it. Very nice freeze there.
BJ Neufeld will have to. It's going to keep us honest tonight. Everybody dressed in blue.
Same weight.
I have no chance in this game. I'll have last rock wrong 3 or 4 times for sure.
8. Clean. Whoa. Bouncing. No. Off. It's got a curl. Bouncing. Whoa. Just for line. Whoa. Just for line. Whoa. Right off. Just for line. Good. Well done. Very good.
That's a very nice series of draws and freezes.
Mike's trying to figure out a way. Can he squeeze that out? I don't think so. You better freeze down on top of it.
Is this the same or a little more? Okay.
That's a perfect freeze.
The Yellowstone is pretty well straddling that tee line. That means you have to be slightly on an angle to be shot rock.
Yeah. Same as your draw.
First at the skip stones, and this is 29-year-old Mike McEwen, originally from Brandon, now makes his home in Winnipeg, plays out of the Assiniboine Memorial. You saw that he won the World University Games, lost the 2001 Canadian Junior Final to Brad Gushu.
Mine's good.
Yeah, back 12 right now.
Whoa, right off.
Back
right
12.
Off,
That's good.
Room.
Still lots of weight. Still lots.
Mine's getting better. Oh,
right Still
off.
back 12.
Right off.
Coming down a bit. Coming down.
Whoa, whoa. Yep. Hard. Go.
They don't want it to overcurl, and
And
it
it did,
yeah,
yeah.
they had to bring it all the way.
That was a brushing error. They were calling out that it was heavy. It was not, and that's the trick of this ice, as I said. I think in the evenings you're just going to see a slight difference from practice into game, a little bit slower, and you have to pick that up.
Yeah, they jump on that early and take it all the way. That's going to be frozen perfectly.
Just fighting back far, guys.
Yeah, I thought this was pretty heavy.
Where are you trying to go? Just fighting back for. Yeah.
Okay.
They want to sit 1-2 the Simmons team, but they certainly do not want this to be in front of the tee line and set up a double, so they're bringing it to the back. Back 4.
This first hand started off very innocently, but all of a sudden with some great freezes, we got Pat has worked his way into a position to possibly score 2.
And just back to the point that it all started when one come around went deep. How important those draws are with the front end.
Make sure. Behind the tee. Hard. Yep. Hard. Careful.
Laycock and Sharp.
Yep. Good shot.
That's very nice. And it is one of those cases where you have to believe it's going to slow and take that little chance in brushing it to make sure it goes back.
$13.99.
Let's take a look at the ice times. They're brought to you by M&M Meat Shops. Hundreds of meal ideas, 1 aisle.
Yeah.
Well, I had the stopwatch out in practice, but I really do believe on this evening draw we're going to see a little bit of a change in these ice times. So I've dropped the draw speed to 14 seconds hog to hog. Guard's still about 16, and probably a normal hit for the fellas is about 9 seconds. But I think you have to be very careful with that draw speed and check it the whole time right across the sheet.
Did you consult with me before dropping that half point?
I didn't. I took that chance.
I don't have a watch.
It was 14-1-6 to the draw to the button on the pin, so I just dropped it a little bit.
See the
Real hard.
the broom for McEwen. That's looks like a Jeff Stoughton hand-me-down.
Really hard for a piece.
He's got his all taped up.
Okay.
Mike got that inside right over his hand because they jumped on it, and he just got a piece of it. So it's a draw for 2.
Look at that thing.
Mr. Simmons.
If it wasn't for the tape, I don't think there'd be any broom there.
No.
Yeah, it curled a lot.
So interesting, being fooled a little bit by the ice early.
Okay. Eddie's back.
The thing that all these teams have to remember is these are 10-end games, and they played so many tour stops that those are 8-end games, and you got lots of time. We've seen it all week where teams have come back, got themselves back into games, and 2 points.
Pretty strong.
No, I don't think. No, it's good.
It's a hair less, if anything, guys. Yep. Line's good. Yep. Real good line. Yep. Okay. Careful. Clean
less
it.
than the
Clean
first
it
one.
in.
Just a little
Clean
bit
it
less
in.
than the first one. Just clean it right up. Line's great. Good job, bud.
You bet.
Good start for Pat Simmons. Scores a couple.
This SportsCenter update is brought to you by Esquire Movado Watches. My world, my watch.
Hello again. Welcome back inside the SportsCenter newsroom, everybody. I'm Jennifer Hedger. We've got SportsCenter tonight after the curling coverage. Here's what we're working on this evening. NHL action. Leafs taking on the Blackhawks. 1-0 Chicago in the first. Duncan Keith's shot deflects past Vesitoskala. His fifth made it 2-0. It's now 3-0 Chicago in the second. Flames and Sabres 1-0 Calgary. Sabres power play. And Derek Roy finds the puck, lifts it over Mika Kiprusoff for his fourth. This game tied at 1s in the third. Kings and Thrashers 4-0 Atlanta in the third. And it gets ugly. Ilya Kovalchuk's got a second of the night, 12th of the season. It's 6-0 Thrashers. Wild and Capitals tied at 1 in the third. Brian Pothier takes a drop pass, snaps it far side on Josh Harding. His second gives Washington the lead. They win it 3-1 the final, and Carolina Hurricanes now winless in 14. Lost 4-3 tonight to the Islanders.
The most anticipated event in curling history is now yours to enjoy 18 different ways. With all draws now on sale, you can see as many games as you want. Your days, your time. It's your own way to roar. As Canada's best teams fight for the right to wear the red and white in 2010. And every ticket includes admission to the Roar next door at Keith's Patch. Tim Hortons' Roar of the Rings. Reserve your place in history now.
It's a great day for a great dinner, but first you have to find time to get your son to soccer, find time to get your daughter to ballet. Now, if only you could find your car keys.
Luckily, there's M&M Meat Shop's fully cooked seasoned back ribs, ready fast and easy. Because when time isn't on your side, we are.
Merry Christmas, Grandma and Grandpa!
But it's August.
I use my credit card miles. They block the good weeks. While we're at it, happy Thanksgiving. Dibs on the drumstick, old man. Oh, and happy birthdays.
Yippee.
Put your Halloween costumes on while Mommy hides Easter eggs. Hey, you looking good? Gonna cook that?
Capital One Rewards. Fly any airline, anytime. Visit CapitalOne.ca.
Dad, I'm hot.
Yeah, we're all hot.
Genius needs a Capital One card.
What's in your wallet?
It's tough. It's a truck, and it's a Ford F-150.
I've got a job to do.
And this truck makes it easier.
Tailgate step.
Bogside steps.
I can stow the back seats with one hand.
Look at this. Tool inventory control. It's a mobile office. Why didn't anybody else think of this stuff? It took Ford to figure it out.
Count me in.
I've been waiting a long time for this.
Ford's getting it done.
I drive one.
I drive one.
I drive one.
The new 2010 F-150. This is Ford today. Drive one. In the 2008 Yield Ready Field Scale Trials, the newest Yield Ready canola hybrids yielded equally as well as the Liberty Link checks. So go ahead. Reserve your best fields for Yield Ready.
Updating some early scores for you. Must-wins for Ted Appleman and Bob Ursel. And Appleman, out of the Saville Sports Center in Edmonton, scores 2 with the hammer against Bob Ursel from Kelowna. Women's Seaside must-win for Marie-France LaRouche, who has the hammer, blanks with Rachel Holman of Ottawa. And Carrie Burtnick scores the single. This is a battle of Manitoba. Carrie Burtnick, the two-time Canadian champion, a world champion out of the Assiniboine in Winnipeg, playing Jason Gunlickson from Beausejour. And it's the early lead to Burtnick. We welcome you back. Pat Simmons from Davidson, Saskatchewan, scores 2. Means that Mike McEwen has the hammer here in the second, playing the Redstones.
So the nice first stone top 4, corner guard, center guard, and now we'll see some come-arounds.
Weight's pretty good.
Whoa, then. Whoa, 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 whoa. No line, no line yet. No line.
We saw in the first end how a deep rock come around that was not perfect led to a deuce. It's a great start for the Simmons team to have that rock just top 4. And now it's up to McEwen to get his rocks to the nose.
Well, Mike was concerned about the line on that, but it looks like they could have brushed it a little harder and got it right up to the face of it.
What do you like? Here?
Yep.
We like them up good and
It
tight,
plugs the
so
hair
just in
straighter.
case you have to run something in from somewhere, and so much easier to remove the back stone. You don't have to worry about driving it on a separate angle. Any piece of it will do.
I don't think so.
3-4.
Wall line, wall line.
3-4.
Clean. Whoa.
3-4.
Line's good.
We're just going short, aren't we?
Clean, yep. Yep. Hard. Hard.
Shot.
One of the things that you really have to watch with the positioning of your guards, because the one yellow guard was already tight, you didn't want to set them up too close together because that leaves a double peel. And with the ability of the teams like McEwen to make peels, it's very important to watch the positioning of those rocks.
Yeah, like 3/4. Right. All the way. Whoa. Yep. Hard. 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 Any shooter.
Shot, Matt.
It's a nice shot. He got the shooter to spin over a little bit. Can be used to raise in as well. So Pat will have to be careful with this guard.
And now has 2 stones out there that he can run back, and we know how well all these teams run stones back.
Jeff Sharp throws the second stones.
2.
For the Simmons team from Davidson, Saskatchewan.
Hard. Keep her moving. Line's good. That line is good. Clean. Yep. Gotta go. 2. 1-2. Hard line. Gotta go, guys. Gotta go center line. Hard. Go. Go.
The one thing you notice when the ice is just a little bit slower is often the guards get dropped shorter because they're a little afraid to add the extra speed to it, thinking that it will travel too far and end up in the house. But quite often you'll just have to believe and throw that draw weight and just take a little bit off it for the guard.
And he thinks there's a hole there. That's what they're playing right now.
What a shot.
He thought there was a hole there because there was a hole there.
There was definitely a hole, but it was not very big.
Yeah, that was a tremendous shot.
Just clears the yellow, just clears the red guard.
Jerry Adam.
Wait, whoa.
Gotta move.
Whoa.
Waiting. By 1. By 2.
Oh.
Good shot, Jerry. Attaboy.
All on its own.
That was a very nice shot, too. Considering the size of this hole, it's hard to see one go through, and now there's been 2 in a row.
McEwen is still shot rock here, so he gets a chance to get into lie 2. Could play the hit and roll.
You can't roll in. You can't roll in. No. You can nose it.
Well, he's not going to draw, right? Nosing it's pretty good, right?
You heard him mention they looked at this, but he can't get the roll in, so he's going to just play the draw, I believe.
Make it
like an 8-5.
8-5's the number, yeah.
Out turn draw through the hole.
Yeah. Wait, it's a little down.
Gotta go. Oh, then. Whoa. Line's good. Line's good.
Line's good.
You can go if you have to.
Yep. Line's good. Whoa.
Still 14.
Hard, really hard.
Expecting it to be.
Lots of weight, lots of weight. It's all there, it's all there.
Oh.
It's fully behind the guard. They would have liked it a touch higher.
Let's look back to the last end, the key shot brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like Cashmere.
Well, knowing how well BJ Neufeld is playing the third for Mike McEwen, you've got to think that Jerry Adams has to bring his best. And in the first end, he did just that with this beautiful shot right on the tee line, frozen, and that led to the possibility for a deuce. So this matchup at third is going to be very interesting to watch.
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
We just saw a fantastic draw by BJ. Now Jerry needs the hit and roll.
Whoa. Whoa. Roll it. Whoa.
By the guard. There's the hit. There's the roll. Rolling. And it'll be perfectly on the button behind the red stone first shot.
That is just some great curling. Got the movement on the brushing to get it to the button. So he knows the task he's got here. Jerry, I'm sure he's aware of how well his opposing third member is playing.
Yep.
Yellow onto red, red onto yellow. Pretty nice results. And that's exactly what he played, folks.
Good shot, BJ.
Terrific shot.
The key being to open it up.
Getting it open, but he knew he wanted to run that red back onto something, and he you know, you got a lot of little things that can happen there, Vic. But he called the brushing forward, and he got it.
Wanted to end up with the 2 reds in the rings and did just that. Forces Pat to go after them, and you have to watch your roll on this shot.
Even roll right to a freeze if it's hanging a bit, Tane?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hitting this, trying to roll over on top of the other. The double is also
Nice
there.
Not going to overthrow.
Hit and roll, what he talked about.
Whoa. Weight's good. Whoa. Close. Whoa. That's pretty close.
Easy. Very good.
It's a great shot, too. They are really playing well this end. A series of tremendous shots through a hole and a run back. And a nice little roll there by Pat.
Mike's got to be a little careful here. He's the team 2 down. You've got to make sure you get your one.
You want to throw bumper? Just hack?
He's going to try and remove the second shot rock. It's a very, very aggressive call, this is.
He's making the move to sit second and third shot, hoping he has a chance at shot rock. That is the part that is tricky. If he makes this perfectly, Pat can still counter it and end up sitting 1-2, and then you're having to make a good one just to take your one.
Well, the point here, too, is the rock. It's the shot rock is right on top of the button.
It is.
It's not sitting in the other 8-foot or something.
Just tack. Just tack.
Yep. Hard. Really hard. Hard. Go. Hard. Right up. Go. Go. Go.
Wozniak. Neufeld on the brush. Get it by the guard. And roll it over. The sit edge of the 4.
We're in for a treat tonight because that's a fantastic shot as well. Pat's got to be careful not to make any mistakes.
Battle of Manitoba on sheet A. Must win to stay alive.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Jason Gunlickson
Right off.
from Beausejour.
Right off.
In fact, some people think, Ray, here we're looking at the future of Manitoba curling when Gunlickson and McEwen with the, you know, the likes of Burtnick, Stoughton, reaching late into their careers. Gunlickson makes the hit for 2 and has a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, we've got a number of good teams. These are obviously 2 of them, but Crothers as well is another one that's showing signs of being part of the future. But there's no question these 2 young teams are knocking on the door. Yet you do have to pay your price. That's all there is to it. And Mike's paid his for sure. And you know, really, Jason, I think it's his first full year of skipping.
It is.
Yep. Here strong. Yep.
Clean. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
So he's had a wonderful year.
Off a bit. Whoa.
The McEwen stone did roll. It really curled and rolled out a little bit, so Pat's making a play on it.
Whoa. Shot. Atta boy.
Nice shot.
Yeah. Hit for singles, all the best you can do here. I just talked about terrific shot by Pat, but it's a good shot by Mike McEwen forced him into that position. And job well done by Pat Simmons. He's going to hold McEwen to a single. He's got to be careful not to roll very far here, Linda.
And the second shot is just outside that 4-foot. This has been a wonderful end, though. This is one of the best ends I can think of as far as high-level shots being played almost perfectly.
It's control weight.
Yep. Whoa, just clean. Whoa.
It's control.
Clean. Clean it. Yep. Clean it. Yep. Just clean. Yep. 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 Yep.
Great job.
For the single here in the second. The winner will move on to Edmonton, and the Tim Hortons roar the rings.
Hurry.
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 Hard. Hurry. Hard.
Hurry.
Hurry.
Hot.
It's a great day for a great dinner, but first you have to find time to get your son to soccer, find time to get your daughter to ballet. Now, if only you could find your car keys.
Luckily, there's M&M Meat Shop's fully cooked seasoned back ribs, ready fast and easy. Because when time isn't on your side, we are.
Why are sponge towels so absorbent? Well, this pattern of concentric rings provides us sponge pockets with maximum absorption. The unique design allows us to take on any spill. Oh, look. There's one now. See? Dry as a bone. It's also quite slimming. Sponge towels with super absorbent sponge pockets. Nothing absorbs like it.
Every night, millions of Canadians sleep easy, knowing they have their licensed insurance broker working for them, providing coverage tailored to their particular needs. Your best insurance is an insurance broker.
Me laisse pas l'aimer. Pourtant c'est lui que tu veux. C'est pas l'aimer. Et tu m'oublies peu à peu. Laisse pas l'aimer. Je sais qu'un jour viendra, tu tomberas dans ses bras. Non, tu ne peux pas résister. Il sait que c'est plus fort que toi. Et comme il te veut, un jour il t'aura.
At 5 months, your baby is about 8 inches long and weighs about 1 pound. At 5 months, my pregnancy ended, and Emma's life began at 4 months in a neonatal unit. I'm Diane Gushalak, and this is Emma, my happy and healthy little girl. The Sandra Schmirler Foundation provides critically needed funds for neonatal care right across Canada. Please help. A donation of $100 goes a long way in helping newborns like Emma. Not every child grows up to be a champion like Sandra, but every child deserves a chance to grow up.
Hey, Tim's for lunch?
Oh, yeah. They got French onion soup now.
French onion soup.
What are you doing?
To Tim Hortons, James.
Right. I'm James.
Tally-ho! Make it quick. Delectable croutons and cheese await. James, my dog. Driver. Tom.
A rich broth with seasoned croutons and a 4-cheese blend. Tim Hortons' new French onion soup, just $2.59. Always a great value.
This is indubitably always Tim Hortons.
Good.
We saw some wonderful shot making in that second half.
Well, I think a lot of great shots, but the two in particular were these ones through the port. Just beautiful throws. If you play with the rock at all, it is not going to carry down the path properly. And then you've seen one great shot and you have to come back. And BJ Neufeld is playing the come around, again, a beautiful shot.
Yeah, absolutely. A super shot. He's got to get through the... It was a little hole that coming in, got out turned, but nice shot.
As we welcome you back to the CN Center on this Friday night. This is the men's B final. Winner will go on to Edmonton and the Roar of the Rings. Pat Simmons from Davidson, Saskatchewan, which is southeast of Saskatoon on Highway 11, has a 2-1 lead, and he has the hammer playing the Yellowstones.
Yep.
You're pretty brave ever since you got that GPS, I'll tell you
right.
that. Yeah, a few years ago, you wouldn't have been shooting it out like that.
No. I would have been just buried in paper maps all over the place.
Sorry, Danny. Straighten that one right out. Hard for
They're good.
You got to be careful not to jump them.
Yeah, it looked tight, and then it just kind of straightened right up.
I know, but that's what we had, too. Without a guard. Little firm.
Strong. Clean. Whoa. Whoa.
It's a little firm.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep. Yep.
Not getting that.
It's fine.
Right about 8 inches left.
Quite often we see with an end that gets a little complicated as the last end did. The next end is a little more open, and that's what we're seeing here. Exchanging hits, looking for a roll. And rolls have been hard to come by, it seems, so far in this event. That maybe just the ice is a bit tricky. If you change the weight at all, you get a completely different result.
I saw a great roll in the last end, though, when Jerry hit that outside stone and rolled to the full.
Yes. Whoa.
Yeah. Good shot.
Sawyer.
These run backs are like a piece of cake for these players at this level.
This one's, the benefit is the stones are not very far apart. It makes the shot a little easier, but we do see them time after time.
Pat wants the corner guard, and he got it.
Live look at the women's Seaside game with Marie-France LaRouche from Saint-Romuald, Quebec against Rachel Holman out of the Ottawa Curling Club. LaRouche scoring 2 in the second.
Yep.
The hit and the inside roll, and that's for a pair and a 2-2 tie.
Yeah, that's fine.
Shot.
It's all right.
Hard line. Hard line. Hard line.
So just the one rock in play, and it looks like they'll try and play this out to a blank.
Clean. Quiet, Fanny. Whoa. Whoa. Clean.
Steve, go down.
Clean.
I think I got a hair there.
Yep. Yep. Pull it under you mean.
Yeah.
Easy. Just easy.
Yeah, it's clean. Yeah. Whoa.
PJ Neufeld as we play third stones here in a wide open third.
That's fine.
It is interesting, Ray, to see the teams from Manitoba and the number of players that do go to the tuck delivery. Is there a feeling in Manitoba about balanced deliveries versus tucks, and more? I think more men are going to the tuck than women.
Yeah, it's just been, first of all, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the tuck delivery.
No,
I can tell you,
nothing,
you go through the, that's number one. And you know, you do, you're affected by people that you watch and people that you see. And, you know, you take a look at Jeff Stoughton, who throws with probably the perfect tuck delivery. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, anyway, he's the straightest thrower in the game, or one of them. There's not many, you know, Kevin Martin, another one that throws it so straight. But you see a lot of the young guys go with that tuck delivery. I mean, you can see how low he is, and there's a theory about the fact that too low sometimes is not so good when it comes to touch.
Just tight.
But,
Go all the way.
a lot of the great tuckers have
Hard.
been fairly high.
Hard.
Jeff's up pretty high in his delivery, for example.
It's just curious when we, Linda, that, you know, and I think I know where you're going with this, is because we're getting this balanced delivery, which you both have taught, and yet there still seems to be within Manitoba and parts of Saskatchewan, I guess, this idea that the tuck still survives. But then again, you look where, you know, his dad was a tucker, and that's the kind of thing too. I mean, right? You learn it that way.
Well, it's results too. You know, I mean, some of the greatest curlers in the world are tuckers and have been all through the years. And so it's a three-point balanced delivery. And the key to a curling delivery is when you let the rock go and you get to a certain point, understanding the speed from the hack, and then you have to let it go. And so it's releases that are so important. All these teams come fairly straight down their lines.
Just would have thought it just eventually that kind of thing would be lost as more and more players do the balanced delivery as you teach it, that would take over the tuckers.
Well, Curl Canada teaches it. And you make a decision when you're going to teach anything, and obviously you're teaching all different ages, and you know, you have to be a little bit more athletic for sure to throw from the tuck delivery. Because there's a lot of pressure on you, high in your toe, but the tuckers get to their release points with complete control of their body, and that's what it's all about.
Good throw. Nice shot.
The tuck delivery will never disappear.
There. Yeah,
and shouldn't.
Probably a little soft. Just curling.
So, as I said, just running it up and down the sheet here. Pat waiting for a better opportunity to go for his deuce. Got it in the first end, so he has that little edge now. One up with. Won't take any chances till he feels that it's a very good opportunity.
He wants to roll this into the rings. Get a chance to blank this end.
Good.
Well, right next door to Mike McEwen is his hero, Kerry Burtnick, as he plays Jason Gunlickson.
Hard line. Hard line.
This is a men's seaside game. Win and you can play again. Lose and you go home.
Fine's fine. Okay, now we're okay. Just clean it.
Kerry made a little mistake in the last end. You don't see that very often. He was drawn to line 3 and threw the rings.
And that's for the deuce.
He ended up got his 2 points.
Line's good. T-line.
Mike McEwen here with his final stone. He opened with a win over Burtnick, and then he lost to Stoughton to drop to the B side. And on the B side, he's beaten Jean-Michel Menard and
it's too
Ted Appelman to put himself into this B side final.
Lewis is just going to smash it as soon as we get something over here.
Looking for the blank here.
For Pat Simmons, he opened with a win over Jean-Michel Menard, then beat Wayne Madaw, beat Brad Gushu, putting himself into the A final, which he lost last night to Jeff Stoughton. And then today, on the B side, he beat Wayne Madaw again to put himself into this B side final.
Easy. Clean. Ball thrown.
No problem.
It remains 2-1 Simmons on this Friday night in Prince George.
The goal of the program is for the kids to have fun curling. Teach them a new sport that they've never seen before. I think you can hear and see by the screaming and yelling that they're really enjoying it. By taking the program into the schools, we're reaching a lot of communities that have no access to curling, that have never seen the sport before. So we're hoping to reach a whole new audience base, and of course youth as well. I mean, for the future of the sport, we've got to get kids involved. Watch for us in major urban centers across the country starting as early as next school season.
It's a great day for a great dinner, but first you have to find time to get your son to soccer, find time to get your daughter to ballet. Now, if only you could find your car keys.
Luckily, there's M&M Meat Shop's fully cooked seasoned back ribs, ready fast and easy. Because when time isn't on your side, we are.
Feels like cashmere.
Hey, Tim's for lunch? Oh, yeah. They got French onion soup now. French onion soup. What are you doing? To Tim Hortons, James. Right. I'm James. Tally-ho! Make it quick. Delectable croutons and cheese await. James, my dog. Driver. Tom.
A rich broth with seasoned croutons and a 4-cheese blend. Tim Hortons' new French onion soup, just $2.59. Always a great value.
This is indubitably
Always Tim Hortons.
good.
Nestled in some of the most beautiful bodies of water in the world, these engineering jewels compete, led by captain and crew, as they try to conquer the spirit of yachting. Tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Brought to you by Rolex.
Busted, Santa! Bouncy feet worked like a charm.
But
No buts. Crystal clear picture, 100 HD channels, get you every time. Yeah, every time.
So, seriously, cookies?
100 HD channels with stunning picture quality, the most in Canada.
Have you heard about Restore-Lax? It's a laxative that works with your body. Restore-Lax relieves constipation with no bloating, no gas, and no cramping. It's the #1 doctor-recommended laxative in the U.S. And it's available in Canada over the counter.
New Restore-Lax relieves occasional constipation by gently bringing water into your bowel. Restore your body's natural rhythm with Restorelax.
Let's go back to 1997, the women's curling trials featuring Alberta's Shannon Clyburn, Saskatchewan's Sandra Schmerler, and with a Clyburn stone buried on the button. Watch Schmerler playing the perfect in-off 4-3. That gave her the win. The three-time world champion now is on her way to the Olympics, where she beat Denmark's Helena Black-Laversen to win the gold medal in Nagano, Canada's first Olympic gold in curling. As we welcome you back to, well, see, that's not fair. You won, and I'm going to catch myself because Linda's sitting here and she won a gold medal too. But that was a demonstration sport in Calgary, so yeah, I know.
That's okay, Vic.
Okay, as we welcome you back to the CN Center here in Prince George, and we go to the fourth, and after the blank, it is Pat Simmons leading 2-1, and he does have the hammer playing the Yellowstone.
Line's good.
She is your friend and your partner, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Line's good. Hard. Line's good. Go. Gotta go for line.
So we see the give and take I talked about right at the start of the game about when to use offense and defense. Simmons last end didn't want to play along. Things weren't working out, blanked, but now, even with a center guard up, Pat Simmons put up the corner. So now we have 3 rocks in front.
And there's her name, along with Ed Lukowicz in 1987, who won the past curling trials. And interestingly enough, and that's where, you know, the likes of somebody like Mike McEwen and Jason Gunlickson, who both admit that, you know, there may be, this is they're building towards the next trials for the 14 Winter Games in Russia. But when they see names like Harris and Goucher coming out of those trials, they know that there's a chance, you know, for maybe an unknown team, so to speak, to break through.
Well, there is a chance, for sure.
You know, but you have to get there, certainly.
Long shots, of course.
Try and nut it.
Just mentioning the year that the trials were not held in '91. That was when they sent the Canadian champions of Kevin Martin and Julie Sutton-Skinner to the event in Albertville. Nice come around by Pat Simmons' team, and so now those 2 red stones out in front have to be used to run back.
Whoa! Whoa! I need to tick. Just need to tick that top one more.
Women's Seaside. You can see the third for Marie-France Larouche, Nancy Belanger, as Marie-France throws her final stone in a 2-2 tie. And the flash means it's a steal of 1 for Holman out of Ottawa. 3-2, she leads.
6.
Clean.
5-6.
Whoa. Whoa. Room. Whoa.
Heavy.
Line's good. Clean.
5-6.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Heavy.
To our own.
Whoa. It's got
to our own.
That was one of those cases, Vic. Marie-France, you know, wanted to blank the end, but you got to get that stone.
Was it buried enough?
Curl.
Good.
Good way, Jeff.
Enough to double them out?
Yeah, you got enough to make a bow.
Live look at Burtnick and Gunlickson, and Burtnick lying 1 for sure. It looks like there may be just an outside biter behind the T-line edge of the 12-foot. Final stone for the 25-year-old skip from Beausejour.
Right off. Clean. Clean. Oh, boy.
Attaboy for the single. And a tie game through 4.
Gotcha. Right off.
Well, that was an interesting throw.
Wrong side of center.
It doesn't take a lot on this ice. You see the big curl and you think, wow, I can probably be out there a little bit with my throw, but that one was an in-out release and it just wowed and never came back.
Well, it's interesting because they talked about also playing the run back straight because they're so good at those. And
couple feet less, Jeff. Throw good.
He said, well, you can see enough. Mike said you can see enough of it, and you can to make the double.
Again, one of those where the next acceptable outcome was to take the guard off. And he goes by everything.
Clean.
3-4. 4.
Whoa, whoa,
4.
off.
4.
Looks heavy.
4.
No.
Way different.
No.
Curl.
No.
Curl.
Let her stop.
Curl.
Let her stop. Let her stop. Let her stop. Let her stop.
off.
Let her stop.
Right off.
Okay.
It's fun. Good throw, Jeff. Closer to center was straighter even yet, Tame.
Just off nose.
Think going closer to center got straighter, eh?
Just off nose, eh?
Yeah. Just a hair on this side.
Pat Simmons had hoped that guard would actually curl a bit and be protected
Like the
somewhat, so this run back using the yellow was not there.
All 3 yellows can go here. 2 in the house.
No.
Yep. Hard. Hard.
Hard!
Really hard.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
PJ Neufeld, 1, 2, 3, and he's got them all moving. Gets rid of a couple as we sneak a peek over on sheet D. And this is Ted Appelman out of Edmonton, the Saville Sports Center, against Bob Ursel from Kelowna. Spent some time here in Prince George as an RCMP officer. And it is Ursel line 3.
Hard. Gotta go. Hard. Go.
Couldn't hold it to make the double, to steal of 1 for Ursel. He'll lead 3-2.
Whoa, if you can. Whoa. Way to go soon. Now. Yep. Hard. Spite. Hard. Whoa. Okay. Good throw.
Couple options there. You can roll right onto
The center's not moving.
It is a tricky little spot. Right next to center, it doesn't want to curl as much. You have to wait for it to start to cross. And that one, if it could have kept going, probably would have been
We're not hitting much
okay.
of that rock.
I know, bumper's good.
Okay.
Hit and roll in behind the guards.
Bumper's really good.
Chance to get out of this little predicament that Mr. McEwen's got himself into.
Little down.
Gotta go.
Go then.
Hard.
Real hard. Go.
Denny Neufeld. Matt Wozniak hard on the brush. Gotta get it by the corner guard. Gotta get it by.
Whoa.
That is a huge break. I don't know if I got far enough, but he really clunked that guard.
It wasn't a lot of weight. I think it was underthrown a little bit. We'll see what he has to say.
She just asked for control. I didn't like the bumper.
It does look light to me. Even though it hit pretty hard, it still didn't have a lot of speed on it.
Initial indication from Pat Simmons is that he believes he is line 1, close for 2.
Doesn't look like any stick.
I think he's right.
Doesn't look like much stick.
Well, I got to throw quite a bit of weight in. That's lots of weight.
Yep. 11. 11. Clean. 10. Yep. Gotta go, line. Yep. Whoa.
Trying to split on this. That's why they were talking about the weight.
Off.
Big roll, Jeff.
Stay with this one, Steve. Go back. Hard. Go, Steve. Hard, Steve.
Boy, the shooter rolls in behind cover. The lie 3.
It's a very nice shot, and it's a tricky one, those splits. They would have loved the shooter that was crossing to go further into the 4-foot and the other one to kick more sideways. This does leave the hit and roll.
Yeah, I think that's enough.
11 there, so I thought it was a lot, but she came off pretty dead. Good shot. Kind of swept it too. Like we had to wait for it to get.
Well, they're looking for the roll off of this one. Over in this area here.
Normal.
Okay. Let's make it.
It's a nice split. They weren't going to be able to protect everything.
Normal.
Whoa.
Little down.
Whoa. Whoa. Close.
Whoa.
Close.
Yep. Yep.
No. Whoa. 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 Yeah. Whoa. Yes.
Whoa.
Whoa. Yeah. Whoa.
Mike McEwen trying to roll it over, trying to get it there to the stop, just top of the button center line.
Still accessible, though, Vic. You had to roll another foot.
Yeah, it was a matter of a fraction of an inch on where you hit the stone to get the perfect roll, but still a little piece is available.
Boy, it was so almost perfect. It just had to curl, and they swept it a little bit, but not a lot. And had to go another foot, and it sunk in there.
I thought it would pop off that more because the way it was coming in, it
Yes, but
didn't
we've
really
now
release
heard
very much.
2 people in a row say the houses are not lively, and even the hitting surfaces seem to clunk. They don't seem to spring off each other.
That's what we saw last night too, didn't we?
We did.
Get it by the guard. They do. And they'll roll and sit top 4. Continuing to lie 3.
Well, obviously you can see how important the roll is now. He'll throw it with a little bit more weight, I think, and try and roll right over.
Same shot.
Same. No, there it is. There's the caller taking a lot less ice. A little bit less ice. Needs this roll badly. These are made with the brushes too, Vic. These are shots that this brushing is so strong. These kids are so strong, I tell you. They can hold them.
Normal.
Whoa.
Final stone for Mike McEwen. Pat Simmons does have the hammer.
Hard. Hard.
Wozniak, you've held. Pick him up. Needs the roll. Needs it. Needs it. And he's got it.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Can't make it for 3.
It's really good.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's tough because if he hits it, it's going into the middle. He might give up 1. Good shot.
That's a great shot. He had to get it somewhere under cover.
Did he ever?
Just caught that.
It's a great shot. He threw it through a little bit more weight. This a good call by Pat. He could try and slice it across and maybe get the double. He's going to lose the shooter and score 2, but he's got control of this game. He's up 1. He's got the hammer. He's going to draw to the 4-foot for a single and take a 2-point lead.
And that's the there's Jerry Adam. Just saw the chance for maybe a 3-spot go away, and he still has enough to turn around and say, nice shot, Mike. It's a wonderful thing about the game. Piece of the 4 for a single
It's a hair less than I gave
here
you
in the
draws.
4th.
Yep. Line's good. Yep. Hard, guys. Hard.
Curling hard. Curling hard.
Go. Hard, go.
Curling hard. 14:30.
You have to watch these so closely. Lyndon talks about this all the time. As they start to curl on the big curling ice, it takes a little weight out of them, so you have to watch them. That kind of brushing can carry a rock a long way.
Great roll by McEwen. Gets himself out of trouble. Simmons has to settle for a single.
Good shape at that moment.
Hurry.
It's a great day for a great dinner, but first you have to find time to get your son to soccer, find time to get your daughter to ballet. Now, if only you could find your car keys.
Luckily, there's M&M Meat Shop's fully cooked seasoned back ribs, ready fast and easy. Because when time isn't on your side, we are.
The goal of the program is for the kids to have fun curling. Teach them a new sport that they've never seen before. I think you can hear and see by the screaming and yelling that they're really enjoying it. By taking the program into the schools, we're reaching a lot of communities that have no access to curling, that have never seen the sport before. So we're hoping to reach a whole new audience base, and of course youth as well. I mean, for the future of the sport, we've got to get kids involved. Watch for us in major urban centers across the country starting as early as next school season.
It's got plenty of pickup. You don't even really feel like you're driving a hybrid. And it's only a 4-cylinder, but man, this thing hauls. It really does. I mean, if you want me to show you, I sure can. This is the energy flow of the car, which I think is really cool. So when you're braking, you're actually recharging the battery, which that's awesome.
Yields just keep getting better with new DeKalb canola hybrids from Monsanto. Isn't the choice clear? DeKalb, higher yielding canola hybrids year after year.
My farm, my choice. DeKalb.
Have you heard about Restorelax? It's a laxative that works with your body. Restorelax relieves constipation with no bloating, no gas, and no cramping.
It's the #1 doctor-recommended laxative in the U.S.
And it's available in Canada over the counter.
New Restorelax relieves occasional constipation by gently bringing water into your bowel. Restore your body's natural rhythm with Restorelax.
New Swiffer wet mopping cloths clean so deep, it's like your old mop's worst nightmare.
Love stinks.
Swiffer wet cloths clean better than a mop, with new cleansers that attract dirt deep into the cloth and lock it away. New Swiffer wet cloths clean better or your money back. And to clean and condition your wood, look for Swiffer Dust and Shine.
November is Special Olympics month in Canada as Special Olympics celebrates its 40th anniversary of helping those with an intellectual disability through sport. And one of those sports in the Winter Games is curling. If you'd like to make a donation to Special Olympics, become a volunteer, maybe coach curling, go to specialolympics.ca. And congratulations on 40 great years from all of us at TSN. Let's continue with our updates now and check in on the women's Seaside and Marie-France LaRouche against Rachel Holman. We saw LaRouche give up the steal of one in the fourth, and here's her final stone. She's a four-time Quebec champion. She was the runner-up in 2004 at the Scotties to Colleen Jones, and this is her third appearance at a curling trials. The 1999 Canadian junior champ makes the draw, and they're all even now at 3-3. Here at the CN Center on this Friday night, this B final, and Pat Simmons having to settle for the single, has a 3-1 lead over Mike McEwen. McEwen from the Assiniboine Memorial in Winnipeg has the hammer, the last rock, playing the Redstones.
Well, we've seen some great shot making up to this point, and I can't think for one moment it's going to stop.
Still T-line.
Yep. Hard. Hard. Go. Go, go, go,
Trying
go,
to bring
go,
it around now. This one was supposed to be an angle freeze, but it was a good call last minute to get it by the Yellowstone. Pat Simmons with the guard and the rock top four, and of course the corner guard is out in front for Mike McEwen.
You like just picking it? Pretty tough to replace.
Yeah? Yeah, I don't mind that.
Just going to pick it.
Straight at it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Never touch. Never touch.
Get over enough. Got it. Oh.
You don't need to touch a lot of the rock when you throw that weight.
Just a hair high.
Just got
Yeah, I
a
like running
piece.
that back.
Firm weight.
Whoa. No, no, no. No. Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Attaboy, attaboy.
They do look automatic. It was a good call. It was tough to work with that stone, the yellow one top 4, so they made the double. Also left 2 rocks out in front, which is useful.
Yeah, it's really the only call in that situation. You now have 2 red rocks out in front. You got that rock off the 8-foot area, top of the, in front of the tee line.
7. Line's good.
Lots of weight.
7, 8.
Lots of weight, Gary.
You're okay for line. Whoa. 7, 8. Find the tee. Whoa.
Key not here.
No.
Right off.
Okay, Jeff. Good shot.
A great skill for players, and quite often for a second, is to have the combination of a big weight shot and then a quiet weight and respond well to that change. And in Jeff's case, he threw the big weight pick basically with his first and then had to come back with a draw and couldn't quite get that pull back on the hack speed. And that is a tough skill for many players.
In turn, come around. They'll play around the long guard.
Line's fine. Line's fine.
That's lots of weight right now.
Looks like it's here.
Yeah, lots of weight.
Easily.
How's line?
Line's fine. Just looks really heavy.
How deep do you want to?
Yeah, go.
Look at that.
Okay, man. 14 yet. Pardon me? 14.
Just perhaps slipped back too far.
Sneaking a peek at Bob Ursel against Ted Appleman. And it appears that Ursel is lying 1 and covered. And this is trying to run the Yellowstone back into the red to maybe get Appleman a single point. Appleman out of the Saville Sports Center in Edmonton. Ursel from Kelowna. Run it straight back. What's he got? He's got 1. What a beauty. Appleman gets his single. Now, just a reminder, if you want to watch this game in its entirety, you can at curltv.com. Follow the links at curltv or go to tsn.ca to watch that game between Ted Appleman and Bob Ursel.
Well, if you want to display a brushing, you just saw it, because I never thought they would get that rock even that close. I think that it is not shot rock. I think that McEwen is still shot rock. But boy, I thought that would be foot in front of the rings, and they just carried it. It was a great example.
The more you put it out there, the more it curls.
How good the brushing is these days.
And a second nice come around for the McEwen team, getting a rock top 4. That draw that was just played had come a little deeper. Another freeze would have been possible. Stops in front of the tee line, though.
Might as well get rid of it.
Just PL. Yep. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa.
Clean, clean.
Clean.
a little less.
That's
Not
great
much,
shooting.
though.
They knew that they were just going to pick it out, but wanted to make sure they got a good chunk, and Jerry got it out. So it's up to BJ to try and put it right back.
Not much more. A little more. Not much more. Wait, Ollie. Good. Line only. Line's
BJ
fine.
is the assistant golf pro at Larders at St. Andrews. And if I remember correctly, wasn't Vic Peters the superintendent at Larders at one time?
Oh, he got the good memory, Vic.
I think he was.
Yeah,
He is still.
Not really good at all.
So there's the mistake. You pick the first one because the first red stone was in a perfect spot, top of the four. And that one comes deep and allows a freeze that would negate both of the red stones.
Yes, you move that stone in behind the guard in the top of the 4 foot, and it changes the whole complexion of this game, or this end, I should say.
They're in the 5th end break, and Kerry Burtnick picked up 1 and 5, leads 4-3 over Jason Gunlickson.
This is your out if you're Pat Simmons. You need this to be a freeze.
9. 9.
Whoa, then.
8.
Whoa. It's got a curl.
8.
No. Whoa. Line's getting better.
8.
Still there. We're bumping it.
Line's good. Yep, freeze it. Line's good now.
There.
Okay, line's good. Clean it.
All there.
Clean it, Steve.
It's all there.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Shot.
That's how you turn an end around, right there. A little mistake.
That was great communication, too. We talk about it so much that the person calling the line has to know exactly where that rock is going to land, and the brushers were communicating the whole way down.
Out-turn draw.
If we're going here. You said
Out-turn draw. That's really not giving us a shot for 2. Okay.
Exactly what it does. As long as it's buried, it doesn't really matter.
Denny threw this too.
Okay.
Mike's got a couple options. I mean, a long shot would be to change this around a little bit, would be to hope he could run this one here back, but he's going to try and generate the 2 points with his stones. So I'll just clear that. He's going to come around with the out turn and sit.
Saw yours come in here, eh?
In top of it. Right there.
Curl's hard.
Should be the right ice.
He's playing with this turn to get a good angle onto the rocks behind, trying to be top 4, and still if this rock was then moved, it might go onto the yellow behind it.
Yep. No, line's good. Room.
Taking the side of the button.
Lots of room. Tons of room. Just top button. Whoa. Top button.
Really has to curl.
Make sure it's top. Line's fine. Yep. Whoa. That's...
Shot, Mike. Need to curl a little more.
It didn't swoop like I thought it would. Linda, it stopped. It kind of hung on that center line for a little bit.
It did take its time. It's still a lovely shot, and it was beautiful weight.
It's not bad.
No. Because if you don't freeze it, the only way you can freeze it is here.
Yeah.
Even that's not very good. He blasted, he'll get everything.
Well, if we get underneath here, he can't blast anything. He's drawing, right?
Yeah, giving him a... Yeah.
If you're going for that spot, do you like the in-turn?
Because it's safer. Because it's safer.
Safer for sure, yeah. Never giving it more than 2, unless you're light.
Never say never. I never say never.
That's true.
Wait, curls, you could easily get to here. If you're here, it's fine.
Yeah. That's probably the shot.
I think we could make the shot with that.
Could guard and hope he misses a draw. I mean, that's never going to happen.
If you take the guard, what does he got?
No, this closes it down pretty good. I mean,
yep. He just makes the draw for 2.
Well, that's what we're doing, saying right now.
Well, this really closes it down, though, at least, eh?
Let's not waste too much time because we're right on the...
I like this, guys.
Yeah, we know the ice for that.
Yeah. Where was I there?
Yeah.
You gotta go a little less.
Not too much, because
No, not too much, but that's fine. That's safe.
He's tightening up the ice wide.
Let's try and get right to the face of it with this intern.
Try and get right to the face of it.
This last one took a long time to come over, Vic, and they want to really make sure they get there. The interesting thing is, as I mentioned, the way Mike McEwen's rock is sitting, if it was now tapped onto the yellow, there'd be a possible big score. So that is the reason why Pat Simmons took so long to look at this situation. And in effect, he's saying that even if he makes this perfectly, Mike will have a shot for 2. So it's hard to come to the exact right spot playing this turn.
5-6.
Line's good.
Yes, then.
Room.
Yep.
Gotta go.
Yep.
Laycock and Sharp. Got Sharp on the left, Laycock on the right, and it's going to be a struggle. Got to really hammer it to get it by. He tightened up the ice. Oh, and he tightened it up too much.
Trouble.
Maybe a little light, Ray.
Looked a little light, Vic, and you made the great comment. He did tighten up the ice a little bit. They probably could have carried that another foot or so if they get it by. No, definitely. They could have carried that down almost to the face.
Had to clunk the guard a little bit and move it a tiny bit over.
It's all about where you know how to put the broom. I like throwing bumper.
I think you got to make sure you
if he can get over to the face of the red stone with the bumper weight, we're just talking about the weight.
I
drive the
yeah, just bump.
red onto the yellow.
We save everything.
They don't move the red that's behind it. Could be 4, but 3 for sure.
This is a huge turnaround in the game, and think of this end. It was actually a mistake that allowed Pat Simmons to draw down to a back one to begin with.
I don't think so.
Okay.
But that great angle on Mike's first one, and then the mistake by Pat. And now you see a potential for a big turnaround in this game.
It's just bump. If I can hit what I see, we'll get them out. We'll get the 4.
Let's make it.
Everybody can see what can happen here. If he... And with that ice, he was just playing control bumper weight, just quiet bumper weight.
Up, little up.
Final stone here in 5, and a great opportunity for Mike McEwen out of the Assiniboine. But they are trying to hold it for him now. Neufeld and Wozniak, they got to get it by first. They do. Now angle it back, remove the yellow. Will it sit in time? No, it'll spill too far. But it is 1, 2, and a 3 spot for McEwen here in the 5th.
3.
We'll go to the break, and McEwen leads it 4-3. Winner will go on to Edmonton.
2009 Road to the Roar Curling on TSN is brought to you by Ford. Drive one. This SportsCenter update is brought to you by Peak Performance Products, makers of Peak Antifreeze.
Hello again. How's your Friday night going? I'm Jennifer Hedge. You're inside the SportsCenter newsroom. We've got SportsCenter tonight in about 90 minutes time after our curling coverage. Lots of hockey on the ice this evening. Maple Leafs in Chicago. Toronto down 3-0 in the second. Phil Kessel's snapper. He's got his 3rd of the season. It's 3-1. Third period more from Kessel. Circles. And he lets a rocket go. His 2nd of the night makes it 3-2. That's where it stands. Just over 6 minutes left in the third. Flames Sabres shootout. Rene Bourque must score to keep the game going. Ryan Miller stops them. Sabres win it 2-1. Ducks and Blue Jackets also in a shootout. Rick Nash walks in from one skate picks a quarter on J.S. Jaguar. Sneaky. Jackets win at 3-2 the final. The Hurricanes now winless in 14, after a 4-3 loss tonight to the Islanders. Who's counting? We'll see you tonight on SportsCenter.
The most anticipated event in curling history is now yours to enjoy 18 different ways. With all draws now on sale, you can see as many games as you want. Your days, your time. It's your own way to roar. As Canada's best teams fight for the right to wear the red and white in 2010. And every ticket includes admission to the Roar next door at Keith's Patch. Tim Hortons' Roar of the Rings. Reserve your place in history now.
It's a great day for a great dinner, but first you have to find time to get your son to soccer, find time to get your daughter to ballet. Now, if only you could find your car keys.
Luckily, there's M&M Meat Shop's fully cooked seasoned back ribs, ready fast and easy. Because when time isn't on your side, we are.
Redeeming your points with rewards credit cards can be really
Hurry hard!
With their rewards expiration and travel restrictions, getting rewards you actually want can be really
hard!
But with a rewards card from Capital One,
redeeming is
easy.
With a rewards MasterCard from Capital One, it's easy. Travel when and where you want or redeem for cash. Visit CapitalOne.ca.
What's in your wallet?
Nestled in some of the most beautiful bodies of water in the world, these engineering jewels compete, led by captain and crew, as they try to conquer the spirit of yachting. Tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Brought to you by Rolex.
Have you heard about RestoreLax?
It's a laxative that works with your body. RestoreLax relieves constipation with no bloating, no gas, and no cramping.
It's the #1 doctor-recommended laxative in the U.S.
And it's available in Canada over the counter.
New RestoreLax relieves occasional constipation by gently bringing water into your bowel. Restore your body's natural rhythm with RestoreLax.
2009 Road to the Roar Curling on TSN is brought to you by Sponge Towels. Nothing absorbs like it. By Tim Hortons' new French onion soup. Bon appetit. And by M&M Meat Shops. Hundreds of meal ideas, one aisle.
Welcome back to the CN Center. While our featured game, McEwen and Simmons, is in the fifth inning break, we want to go live to Sheet C, and this is a women's C-side game. Winner moves on, loser is out. Marie-France LaRouche and Rachel Holman in a 3-3 tie, and it is Rachel Holman out of Ottawa in the Ottawa Curling Club, this 20-year-old Ontario junior champion, is lying one, it appears. That's the stone at the back of the 4-foot little angle red. That belongs to LaRouche. Question is, Ray, Linda, can she get it out of there and score multiple points?
Touch less. Well, I think so. We've seen this sheet many times over the last few days, and it does have some big swoop here. You just have to hit the right spot and just push that back to the back 8-foot.
What's T-line here?
Well, in this particular end, Marie-France LaRouche had a stone in the button, and Rachel played a great double raise to get it out of there, and that's and the red stone you see there is one that Marie-France LaRouche just drew there.
Kriviasik sisters, Allison and Lynn, on the brush. Get across enough, push it back. She does. What a wonderful shot for 1, 2, and 3 for Rachel Holman out of the Ottawa Curling Club. This is on the seaside, remember, and you have to win to play again. And the winner of this will move on to play Saturday morning against Amber Holland. Now let's go over to Sheet A. This is a men's seaside game. Again, same scenario here. You win, you play again. Carrie Burtnick with a 4-3 lead over Jason Gunlickson as they play in the 6th. And it's another pile of stones.
whatever. I just like wall them and make it. Like, I don't need to throw it any harder. It's the easiest way to make it with.
Oh, I thought normal's pretty easy because it's just straight.
Well, I don't know. I like making this wall. I'm just gonna make dump. Okay. And we get to
whatever you want to make it, but
okay. Wall weight, same things we've been playing all the way there, right there. Yeah. Hit a little high. It's gonna be perfect.
So tap, tap, tap. Get rid of the back red and leave your yellow there for shot stone. Is that it?
That's it, Vic.
There's a few taps you have to make, though, considering how many red rocks there are in that collection.
If I hit it high, it's gone.
Nice shot, Kay.
Let's make this.
25-year-old Jason Gunlickson.
Easy.
Clean.
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 Yeah.
Clean.
Hard clean.
Clean.
Whoa.
Just clean. Just clean. Just clean. Shot, Jay.
Bang, bang, bang. Score one. To tie it at 4-4.
They're all going, man. Come on.
Good end, guys. Gotta play good end.
What?
I drive a truck because I need a truck.
A real truck. Ford. Holland gear.
Full-grown trees.
Stone.
The only one that's up to the job.
Ford F-150.
More payload.
More towing.
Than any other pickup. And fuel economy? I love this truck.
This is what tough looks like? Awesome.
I'm in.
If it's tough.
It's a Ford.
I drive one.
I drive one. I drive one.
The new 2010 F-150. This is Ford today. Drive one.
Feels like cashmere.
Hey, Tim's for lunch?
Oh, yeah. They got French onion soup now.
French onion soup.
What are you doing?
To Tim Hortons, James.
Right. I'm James.
Tally-ho! Make it quick. Delectable croutons and cheese await. James, my dog. Driver. Tom.
A rich broth with seasoned croutons and a 4-cheese blend. Tim Hortons' new French onion soup, just $2.59. Always a great value.
This is indubitably
Always Tim Hortons.
good.
It's a great day for a great dinner, but first you have to find time to get your son to soccer, find time to get your daughter to ballet. Now, if only you could find your car keys.
Luckily, there's M&M Meat Shop's fully cooked seasoned back ribs, ready fast and easy. Because when time isn't on your side, we are.
I need to know my blades are sharp. There can't be any doubt. Same for shaving. My Gillette Fusion indicator strip tells me if the blade is fresh and when it may be time to change. I feel my best so I can be my best. Gillette Fusion. Fresh blade, better shave.
I think I can walk faster!
Be my guest.
It's up here! It's back here somewhere.
Let's forget about this whole crazy thing and just... Wow.
Yeah. Go, go! Bring it to the front, Andy!
Not strong enough.
Andy, help!
Here!
Hit it!
They're in there. Bring them out more often.
What you're about to see will change the way you look at weather. Presenting the revolutionary Rain-X Latitude wiper blades. Many traditional wipers have 6 pressure points that can create uneven pressure and cause streaking. Rain-X Latitude blades contour to hug the windshield for greater visibility and virtually no streaking. So it's like weather never happened. Get ultimate visibility with Rain-X Latitude wiper blades. Rain-X, available at Walmart.
Welcome back on this Friday night to the CN Center, this men's B final. Boy, that 3 jumps off the board, doesn't Mike McEwen? Gets the 3 and 5. So Pat Simmons now has the hammer, the last rock, playing the Yellowstones here in 6.
And a little bit different start to the end with the Red Rock back house corner guard. Red come around to cut off the corner guard, and then Pat Simmons tried to come around the 2 rocks on the side and rubbed, and that's why the Yellowstone is wide open and available for this hit.
Hard! Go, Denny. It's good.
Shot.
Let's take a moment to check the numbers after 5. They're brought to you by M&M Meat Shops. Hundreds of meal ideas, one aisle.
Well, that 3 did jump off the board and really went a bit against the play because it was Pat Simmons' team with a little bit of an edge as far as execution goes. And Pat himself is at 90%. The only mistake, that 1 draw last in that didn't work, came up short, rubbed the guard, and that left Mike McEwen with the chance for 3, which he executed perfectly.
Clean. Clean.
Jeff Sharp as we play second stones.
A little heavy, eh?
Yep.
A little heavy for backing.
Whoa. Whoa.
A little heavy.
Whoa.
Probably through.
Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Off. Yep. Yep. Go, Steve.
Good shot.
Good. Whoa, Jeff. Whoa. Good.
You can roll to the center.
Mike McEwen and his team will try and keep the play away from that corner guard. Pat Simmons will keep trying to move the rocks back, build a little wall at the back of the house, and get something behind cover.
Normal.
Yep.
Matt Wozniak.
There's a break.
Okay.
Jam leaves the Simmons stone in play, back 12.
Well, they hammered that all the way, so he must have obviously been inside out of his hand.
Yep.
It's not just that the yellow is in the house. Of course, that is part of the break, but also if that last shot had been made, the collection of red stones would have been in a bad position for Pat Simmons. Not so bad now. Jeff gets a chance to play the hit on the 1 and roll behind cover. And the other
Really
lonely
strong.
red is at the back of the 4-foot, so a much better looking house for Simmons if this one works.
Whoa. Really heavy. Yep. Yeah. Yes. Hard. Hard. No roll. No roll.
Little roll.
Good shot, Jeff. Oh boy. Shot.
Like that?
I guess so. What else do we play?
Yeah, I guess so.
Even nose is good.
Yeah.
Nose is line 1, 2.
Nose is probably better. Normal? Yeah.
You can see it all.
Don't play out this wide often, so ice a little different.
It should still come back, Vic, but the trick is the pebble hasn't been played very much. Yeah, once you get a little full, it just doesn't come back for you.
No, that just didn't curl either at all. So
you've heard sometimes they say it floats out there. Is that part of it?
We don't see a lot of that anymore.
Okay.
Especially to that kind of a weight.
What do you think here?
I like the for weight, you mean?
Yeah.
May have had a touch too much ice.
It's not keener.
If you look at his numbers, it's almost hard to believe he didn't hit the green.
That's right.
Good line. Clean. 7. Hard. Clean. Line's good.
We'll have a good look from this side, from the wide side, as far as a freeze goes. Look at the time.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just there.
So the speed, Vic, looks very consistent across the sheet. Just the curl is the question. Very nice shot.
We'll see.
Try to make that double, or?
Jerry's made a lot of
Try
shots.
the double.
He sure has. And not easy
Yeah, you gotta
ones.
play this. We ripped this. He's just going here. We gotta play this now. I just get rid of it.
Well, the point of playing the freeze on the other side, even though you're not sitting 1-2, is that you make it harder to remove the yellow, and a blast would remove everything and leave a come around for Pat Simmons. So they're just trying to pick this one out.
Whoa.
Make Pat make the first move.
Pedal just going behind the corner again.
Give me some stick.
Clean. Weight's good.
Line's good.
5, 6.
Hold then.
Clean.
5.
Whoa.
Off.
Room.
5.
Room. Whoa. Room.
Off.
Off.
Off. Let it
Off
curl,
for
guys,
line.
a bit.
Off for line. Good line now.
It's all there.
Whoa. Whoa. No.
Oh, yeah. It's buried.
It certainly is.
Well, 2 beauties
Good
for
one.
Jerry. And that's the way to try and get your points back. A perfect freeze as far as the line goes on the right, and then the great come around on the left.
Attaboy. Thanks.
Foot too deep, man.
Yeah, freeze. Top 8.
Skip Stones here in the 6th. And
Line's
this
good.
is Mike McEwen.
Line's really good.
Hello.
Room. Top 8.
Just got to corner it. Got to corner
Got a curl.
it. Easy, guys. Easy.
Has
easy.
to curl.
Needs to curl. Needs to curl.
Line's
Needs to
good.
curl.
Just even with it. Even with
Just
it. It's got to
even.
curl a little.
Yep.
Yep.
Go.
Hard, hard, hard,
Go,
hard.
go, go, go.
Go, 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 go. Really good. Shot, man.
Well, it's a lovely weight for Mike to put a rock just sort of angled onto that yellow rock.
It's been a really interesting game, and with great shot making. We've seen through holes and hits and rolls. Mike McEwen made a great roll to get himself out of a tough situation. But they're both very quiet teams.
Yeah, they are.
They really go about their business very quietly. And
You got enough of it showing to play normal if you like.
All right. I like control, maybe. Got to push it a long way, though, I guess. Eh? But still, you're not going to hit much of it, so. I don't think we have to if you got that much of it. I like firm control. Okay, all right. Let's make your move.
Mike would like to have had it curled just a little bit more.
A little bit.
Yeah. I like this. Get what we see there.
Both these teams play on the tour on a regular basis, and so they have played each other before.
This is a tricky shot. You can see how much of the red is showing. He has to try and get a good chunk. And there's always that little question about how much curl you'll get when you add the weight.
Wrong. Whoa, 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 wrong.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Strong.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Might roll, Steve. Hard, Stevie. Good job, Steve. Way to stay with it.
That's being alert. Yes, sir, Steve.
Very nice shot.
Beautiful shot.
Not even much, even if you.
Not even much, eh?
Well, the brushers have been very, very good this game. Both teams communicating the weight and being ready to
Do you like
brush.
easy?
That's one thing we talk about, the
Yeah.
little things,
It looks
being
like a lot of
positioned to do the job.
Well, playing those hit and rolls, remember?
Pretty much got to concede 2 here, right? Cross the hair, right?
That's good.
Nose is pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, I like to roll a little.
Okay.
Nose is pretty good, though. I don't think he can really play
Can't get
that.
3 then.
Oh, he'll draw for 2.
Yeah, they want to sit second and third shot
Looks good
and
for
limit
control
the
to beat
end.
it, eh?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, after scoring 3, I guess the worst thing you could do is give up a huge end right away.
You wouldn't want to lose this shooter, would you?
No.
Vic?
Little tap and that red goes.
Control! See, guys.
Good look at 3 or 4.
No, 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 no. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. No. Off. Yeah! Clean it. Yep. Hard. 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 Really hard. Go, 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 go.
Good shot.
That's good.
Good shot.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
That's all we can do.
That's all you could do,
Yep.
Mike. That's all, absolutely all you could do.
Some good shots were made, and so you have to just accept the deuces there.
Well, Jerry made 2 just sensational
Fantastic
shots.
draws. Just have a little look at Pat Simmons. We talk about pre-shot routines. He has a little ritual where he stands up, adjusts the foot, swings the arm, touches the knee, and then he's ready to go. You try not to get to this stage of it being a ritual, because then you believe you have to do exactly the same thing every time or you'll miss. But it's a little routine that he's got.
Well, there's lots of players, I mean, that go through those kinds of routines, and almost all of them. If they don't, they should. Resetting is so important. Each shot is a separate, has its own separate identity, and you cannot throw by reflex. You can't just get in and throw.
T-line. Full four. Shot.
Drawing for the deuce here in 6. Pat Simmons. Back and forth we go. Simmons now leads by 1.
It's a great day for a great dinner, but first you have to find time to get your son to soccer, find time to get your daughter to ballet. Now, if only you could find your car keys.
Luckily, there's M&M Meat Shop's fully cooked seasoned back ribs, ready fast and easy. Because when time isn't on your side, we are.
The chances of making it into the NFL are over 1,000,000 to 1. But how he got there
Do you have any place to stay tonight?
defied all odds. The Blind Side. In theaters November 20th.
Susie McNeil, you're an award-winning singer, and you've quit smoking. How did you do it?
It was difficult, especially as a musician. It's definitely part of the lifestyle. My pharmacist recommended Thrive lozenges, and he said it actually doubles your chances of becoming smoke-free.
I hear 4 out of 5 people prefer Thrive lozenges.
That totally makes sense to me. They have a smooth, bold mint flavor, and you need that good taste to be able to stay with it. If you want help with quitting, try Thrive lozenges.
It's more fun time on Xbox 360. Time for more entertainment and more games. It's time to get Pure and Lego Batman for free. Hey, when it comes to fun, you know what time it is.
Rated E to E10.
This is our backyard. This is our hill. And these are our HD moments. Experience them on Viera. From Panasonic, official HD TV of the Olympic Games.
New GE Nighthawk Platinum headlights put up to 90% more light on the road.
Now you have a better chance of seeing me.
You never know what you'll see with new GE Nighthawk Platinum headlights.
Well, this is awkward. What if a moment standing still could be just as beautiful when it breathes? If some moments preferred to take their time. If photography moved us and we moved photography, and we could all see beyond the still. Moving photography in 1080p Full HD, pioneered with EOS, inspired by Canon.
Hey, Tim's for lunch?
Oh, yeah. They got French onion soup now.
French onion soup.
What are you doing?
To Tim Hortons, James.
Right. I'm James.
Tally-ho! Make it quick. Delectable croutons and cheese await. James, my dog. Driver. Tom.
A rich broth with seasoned croutons and a 4-cheese blend. Tim Hortons' new French onion soup, just $2.59. Always a great value.
This is indubitably
Always Tim Hortons.
good.
Updates for you now on this Friday night. We'll go and start with the women's C. And it's Rachel Holman, Marie-France LaRouche. And LaRouche from Lévis, former Canadian junior champion. Will draw the 4-foot. That's good for a couple. She's within one, but Holman out of Ottawa still leads 6-5. It's also must win to stay alive between Ted Appelman and Bob Ursel. And Appelman is lying one at the back of the 4-foot and has backing for Jim Cotter, who throws the 4th stone for this Ursel team out of Kelowna.
Good line. No backing. Yep.
This Ursel team went 23-6 on the tour this year.
All yours, guys.
Had wins in
All yours.
Edmonton and New Westminster.
Hard.
And Cotter throwing the 4th stones. Makes the draw. Ursel picks up 1. He has a 1-point lead going to 8. Here at the CN Center, where we're watching the B men's final. And Pat Simmons with his deuce takes the lead. McEwen playing the Redstones has the hammer.
Hard! Hard! Hard!
Little hit and roll being tried here. You could see that the first rock had come in and then a corner guard, and the next one did come in. Pat Simmons did not play a guard on the rock that was in the 4-foot. That allowed the hit attempt, which rolled just a little bit too far.
Strong.
Whoa. Right off. Whoa.
Okay. It's good.
Now, just a reminder, we're back with you on tomorrow morning. Thank you very much. We'll be with you at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll have the men's and women's C qualifiers. 4 teams, 2 men, 2 women will come out of the C side. And we'll have 5 hours for you beginning at 1 o'clock. We'll follow women's, men's play. And then we'll do the same thing in the evening to determine the final qualifiers for Edmonton.
They're creeping this stone out of the house. That would be something that Mike McEwen would like. So that means that Jeff Sharp needs a little roll.
Same way. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let it be off. Whoa. Whoa.
But he didn't get it, so there's lots of room for Mike to play around the guard.
Now, a live look here at Burtnick in Gunnlaugson, and it appears he's lying Burtnick, he being Kerry Burtnick, is lying 2, and so this will be a draw for 3 for the 2-time Canadian and 1-time world champion.
Well, in this end, I can tell you, Kerry Burtnick with his first one made an unbelievable shot after young Gunnlaugson had made a fantastic shot. And Kerry ran 2 rocks from the front of the rings back, a double race, and got a rock off the 4-foot, Linda, that was sunk in there.
It was a big turnaround in the end, that's for sure.
And there's the 3 spot for Kerry Burtnick, who is playing in his 3rd curling trials, and of course in 2001 he lost the final to Kevin Martin. Now these are the pre-trials, of course.
What do you want? Pat? Pat? Kind of wait. Heel.
There's a little bit of discussion from the Simmons team as to which shot to play. They're trying the angle raise.
Yeah, yeah, yes, yeah.
just missed the brushing. It was a great come around by the McEwen team to get buried, and it required that angle to get rid of the rock.
They'll put it right back, Linda, if they can.
That's a lot. Line's good.
With the lock, then off.
Line's perfect.
It's pretty good.
Real good line. Real good line.
It's all there.
Then get this covered or buried. This time there's not a Yellowstone
nice
to
line.
run back.
Fully.
So
Yep. Whoa.
you continue to try and get the
Go hard.
the extra
Matt.
point.
Go
hard, Matty. Go, 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 go.
Shot.
So this time it's a Redstone that has to come back. The guard protecting the one in the house. Mike McEwen setting up here with the hammer.
Yep. Hard. 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 Roll. Roll, Jeff. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, good try, Jerry.
I don't think Jerry quite got out to the broom.
God, I think you guys can hold that.
It was about the first time it looked like he might actually be that little bit off. He's played so well.
It's too easy a double.
Okay.
I like to roll here. You like bump?
You gotta make sure.
I like control. I like easy.
Okay.
Setting up a little bit for McEwen deuce, so they want to make sure they don't put the stone in a position that gives Pat Simmons a double.
Whoa. Whoa, guys.
Easy. Whoa.
No.
Close.
No. Off.
Go, Matty, go. Go, Matty, go. Go, 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 go.
Okay.
And the double is there.
All right. Just didn't quite get your draw far enough.
Wow.
Well, no, if we get your draw another raw, then, you know what I mean?
Yeah, roll that more. If you roll that more, he still has a double, right?
Yeah.
You can just hear the respect for their opposition. They just know that they give balls. Not very often do they miss them.
Pat Simmons in his first.
Whoa! Yep! Whoa! 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 Gotta be off! Whoa! Whoa!
Got one. And won't quite get two. As we said, the house is just not lively.
No, they don't bounce off each other as well either. So it's a combination, it appears, of the hitting band and the ice surface. Just don't get the bounce. So you have to hit it so much more perfectly, I guess is the best way of saying it. Lots of weight on the perfect spot to get enough bounce.
Roll it away.
It's been tough for Pat and Jerry. They've made so many good shots, and one little mistake now has cost them a chance. Chance to get out of trouble.
Well, they talked about the roll.
They can hold it.
There was some talk about trying to roll it into this area behind the guard, but then he said if we don't get it properly, they can slice it. So they're definitely going to, in my opinion, they're going to come down, hit this, and try and roll it over here and spread them out.
Well, if you wanted to play the hit and roll, are you not? Then you're trying for three. Is that your thought? Or?
Well, I don't know, because Pat could always hit the wide open one.
Sorry. Yeah. All right.
You don't have to be sorry, Vic.
Just easy.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Just easy.
Off.
Right off. Right off.
No.
Never, 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 never.
Very thin.
Jeez.
Very thin. And this time, lively enough to lose the shooter.
That is a big, big miss by young Mike McEwen.
Hard to believe. It looked like it was nice soft weight and you expected it to just catch the curl, but I guess he was outside by that much.
They indicated right out of his hand that he was full to the broom at that time for sure, Linda, because you heard them shout, whoa, whoa. He just got full on it.
Firm. Whoa. Firm. Whoa. Whoa. Firm. Clean. Whoa. Firm. Whoa. 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 Hard.
Fired that.
You did that in respect.
Yeah, we're good now, yeah. Okay.
Looking for the blank. You hate giving up opportunities, don't you, Linda? I mean, that was a golden opportunity to get that extra point.
Especially getting late in the game. You don't know how many times it's going to come along.
And now looking for the blank, and he'll get that to start another end. He'll take the hammer on to the 8th. Simmons continues to lead 5-4.
It's a great day for a great dinner, but first you have to find time to get your son to soccer, find time to get your daughter to ballet. Now, if only you could find your car keys.
Luckily, there's M&M Meat Shop's fully cooked seasoned back ribs, ready fast and easy. Because when time isn't on your side, we are.
Merry Christmas, Grandma and Grandpa!
But it's August.
I use my credit card miles. They block the good weeks. While we're at it, happy Thanksgiving. Dibs on the drumstick, old man. Oh, and happy birthdays.
Yippee.
Put your Halloween costumes on while Mommy hides Easter eggs. Hey, you're looking good. Gonna cook that?
Capital One Rewards. Fly any airline, anytime. Visit CapitalOne.ca.
Dad, I'm hot.
Yeah, we're all hot.
Genius needs a Capital One card.
What's in your wallet?
Every woman has many sides. Now express each side more with Downy Simple Pleasures. From calm to daring, elegant and beyond. Renewing scent pearls let you express every side of you, so you feel more.
And there's the snap. McPherson drops back. He dodges his tackle. He barely catches the wave. And wow, what a he crosses midfield. He takes the hard end to the ball through. Waits to the ladder on the road. Breaks the tackle in the dead. The 5, front man to beat.
The journey continues with the all-new Rebel T1i, the only camera in its class to shoot in full HD video, inspired by Canon.
Your windshield is an essential part of your vehicle's safety system.
In the event of an accident, a poorly installed windshield may not withstand the force of an airbag. This can increase the risk of injury.
At Speedy Glass, we never compromise.
If your windshield needs to be replaced, talk to a Speedy Glass expert. Every technician is certified and undergoes rigorous training.
Our standards are superior because your safety is a priority. Make the right choice. Call now or book online at speedyglass.ca.
WestJetters care because we're owners. Like when I'm helping guests book a vacation, I like to see myself taking the exact same trip.
That was awesome.
It works great. Next time, Maui.
We welcome you back to the CN Center as we continue on with the men's B final on this road to the Roar to start off our season of champions. And after the blank in 7,
Yeah, it is.
Mike McEwen.
I think you got to go on that.
Out of the Assiniboine Memorial in Winnipeg has the hammer, the last rock playing the Redstones. Pat Simmons from Davidson, Saskatchewan, leading 5-4.
Yep. Yep. Yeah,
Well, Mike had his 2 set up last end and just let them off the hook, so he'll start it all over again. There's the top, middle of the 8-foot, top of the 4-foot stone.
Let's take a look at some player numbers now. They're brought to you by Ford. Drive 1.
Well, we've seen this set up every end where the leads have been very key in building the ends. And look at the huge numbers for both. 93% for Denny and 95% for Steve. Great numbers. So it's been a terrific matchup at lead. And it's meant these beginning ends where we see so often top 4 corner guards, center guard have been played really perfectly. Just look at that rock position.
The freeze. Just for line, wait's pretty good.
Room.
Top 8.
Room.
Line's good.
Room.
Top 8.
Line's good. No bounce.
Room.
It's there.
No bounce. Line's good if the weight's good.
It's gotta stop. No, it's not.
Go.
Yeah. Okay.
It's there, too much weight.
From the women's Seaside, it's LaRouche and Holman, and Marie-France LaRouche is lying 3 for Rachel Holman, the 20-year-old. She was an all-star skip at last year's Canadian Juniors. She made it all the way to the final before losing to Caitlin Laws and the team from Manitoba. She's just 20, will play junior again, and right now looking to win a spot in Edmonton.
Here strong.
Yes, hard. Real hard.
Inside row. Inside row.
Hard.
Jeff Sharp trying to find the hole, get it through.
Rush.
Too close for comfort, that was.
And they were hoping to get a little bit different roll than to sit there with the angle just by.
Now over to Burtnick and Gunlickson. This is also men's Seaside. Have to win, stay alive. And Burtnick, Carrie Burtnick, scored 3 in the 7th to lead 7-4. Line 1 right now with some backing at the back of the 4. I'm not sure if you can get to the face. Can you chip this by and maybe get a deuce?
Yes, he can. Thrown it beautifully.
Gotten across, push it back. There's your 2, and Gunlickson is within 1.
Oh boy, Jay.
A nice shot by the McEwen team as well. As I said, they left the double plus a roll. Now this rolled a little bit too far, but it's freeing up the house. The center is now open for them to use.
Ooh, lots of weight.
Yep.
Firm.
Lots. Whoa.
Firm.
Whoa.
Big roll.
Good shot.
Well, Jeff Sharp has played very well at 91%. Those are great numbers. Look at the difference, though, with the draws and hits. Jeff playing a lot more draws and Matt a lot more hits. Just the way the style of play has gone for the 2 teams. Good numbers for both. And this is a great chance because, as I said, the house is freed up in this case. So for Matt, he needs to play a good draw in this situation to set up the end.
Line's good. Hard.
Going around his own corner.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Just bite the 8. Easy. No. No.
Shot.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
You won't miss a thing, of course. And now we go over to sheet D, and this is Ted Appleman out of the Saville Sports Center in Edmonton playing Bob Ursel from Kelowna. Again, Seaside have to win to stay alive.
Gotta wait.
Hard to line. Gotta go. Hard.
Boy was facing 3 there, makes the hit and stick for the single to tie it at 4 going to the 9th.
Hard.
Got that. Okay.
Okay.
So that's what is currently on the ice. And you can see that Appleman, Ursel, one of those will advance. Tomorrow morning, Menard will play Wayne Madaw to fill out that other side. Gunlickson and Burtnick will take 1 spot. The 4th spot will go to the loser of this B final between McEwen and Simmons.
Can we draw in there? Like just draw top 12, kind of? He's still the same thing then.
Still has the same shot.
Yeah, yeah.
Still same shot.
Yeah.
I like to move this.
I think you kind of have to.
I don't mind.
You see anything else?
I don't mind the intern draw.
They're wanting to get down into this position here. Into this position here, but this rock here is causing a little concern. That one there. I think they do have this. I don't think they do have that there for sure. Behind those, keeping it in front of the tee line, of course.
This is way too juicy for him to make.
They're afraid of leaving that hit and roll for Simmons.
Well,
half open.
This is no good, eh?
Well,
doesn't have to be buried.
If you come around the top 2, you have to keep it ahead of the rock that's in the rings, and they do then have a roll, what Lynn is referring to. But you've got to be careful with this shot. The first inclination was for Mike was talking about chipping it back and rolling it over. And I think if you're going to go to that side, that's what you have to do.
Wow, you can even be top 8. Well, no, I'd say it's just got to be just open. So it makes this, at least we have a comeback shot.
You don't have to be. You don't have to be buried here.
Wow, he'll pound it. You might draw.
You got to get second shot.
Right there, an inch under.
Okay.
Okay. Bite the 8's good.
Chris Neufeld making his way back off the ice. He's the coach of this team of Mike McEwen from the Assiniboine.
I'm not sure I'd be going in here. I don't mind what Mike talked about, first of all, is coming down, maybe chipping off of that. But if you don't make it, you set up a double, an easy double. My tendency here would be to go behind the center one, keeping it high. That's just how I feel.
What they're trying to do with this is leave the one that is in the house just open and then have this one protecting it somewhat, so there couldn't be a double or hit and roll.
What do you want to do? No, this is like almost tee line.
Too heavy?
Hard! Hard! Go! We're right there. That's not much we can do about it.
Well, we talked about the battles, and this one at third started at least to be an excellent one. B.J. Neufeld coming in as the top third, and Jerry Adam really equaling him in many of the big shots. Jerry's had a couple of little mistakes in the last few ends, but still big numbers for both thirds, considering the complexity of the ends we've seen.
Yep.
That was a mistake, and that hands Jerry the chance.
Whoa! 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 Come up.
There they go.
Sorry, Mike.
There's not a chance I'm playing down to that side. That's just me. Hindsight's great, but...
Yeah.
I did like one call, actually, that McEwen talked about, was leaving it high on the other side, so when the hit and roll was made, they had the run back. to return to that position. But that chance is gone, and a nice shot by
Just back line,
Jerry
right?
Allen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still room to get in here.
Whoa.
And get the little roll.
Wait's good.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa, off.
Yep. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa.
Hard.
Yeah. Hard. Hard.
Really hard.
You found Wozniak. And there's the little roll, and it'll sit and perfectly behind those two center guards.
We'll see the run back here.
Which turn?
Enter.
Nice shot, Beach.
Driving it back.
Yeah, he's going to try and stick it, Vic. Run it straight back, get rid of the red, and sit right there, and you'll be fully guarded.
Yep. Hard.
That's Simmons.
Hard. Whoa.
Run it back. And stuck and spill over into the hole. Coming up on Sunday, the CFL on TSN. East Division semifinal. BC Lions will be in Hamilton to play the Tiger Cats. Coverage at 1 Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific.
That was a great shot. The only question, it seems, when Pat Simmons gets in the hack to play the run back is will he stick it or will he have it roll? And that one just rolled a little bit for him. And he has been playing well, both skips. And again, look at the interesting style of play. Mike McEwen, Ray, you talked about this. He likes to go to the hits, and he's played some of them very well. And really terrific shot making by both skips. I talked about Pat Simmons having bounced around a little bit. He's found great consistency in this game.
So hard behind. They couldn't roll. As long as we draw,
if you get the roll, you'll get the jam, but he's playing the roll all the way.
Flip underneath, control it.
Just control a little down. Oh, no. Little down. Whoa.
Yep. Whoa.
Just back. Yep. Whoa, no. Yep.
Hard. Whoa.
Yeah.
There is the jam. There is the roll.
Really good.
Pat's got the same shot.
Shot, Mike.
As good as you can do. Well, yeah.
It was a good line call, playing the nice quiet wait to bring the brushers into play and roll to the button.
Yeah.
No matter which freeze you give, he's going to have the other turn on the draw, hey?
Okay. Same throw.
The discussion was whether to play the run back or try and cut down the rings. We're going to the run back.
They're going to play the run back. As Linda says, if the other shot that they discussed for a moment was to come and freeze to the face of it. And Stephen talked about then they have the in off for 2.
All on its own so far.
Whoa!
Did he pitch it outside a little bit?
Don't see that too often.
Drives it by, and so now it's a draw for 2 to retake the lead.
Didn't miss by much, and I think he was just a little bit in out with the release, and it didn't come back.
Final stone and a chance for a couple.
Why are we pounding it? Lots of weight.
Yep.
Yep. It's gonna go.
Yep.
It's picking.
Hard line.
Go. Hard.
Hard line.
Hard.
Really
Go.
hard.
Go.
Really
Go
hard.
hard. Harder.
This definitely was grabbing on its way down the ice.
Oh boy, missed opportunity. The rub. And he won't get there. It's just a single for McEwen. Now let's quickly go over to LaRouche and Homan, and you can see that Rachel Homan out of the Ottawa Curling Club is lying 3. She's already up 7-5. Final stone on its way from Marie-France LaRouche, the 4-time Quebec champion. Needs a good piece of the forefoot. Joelle Sabra in the foreground. Annie LeMay also there to brush. Nancy Belanger calling line, and great draw for the single 7-6. They'll go to the 10th, and Homan will have the hammer. So instead of picking up the second point to take the lead, it's now 5-5, and Simmons will have the hammer when we come back.
Hey, Tim's for lunch?
Oh, yeah. They got French onion soup now.
French onion soup.
What are you doing?
To Tim Hortons, James.
Right. I'm James.
Tally-ho! Make it quick. Delectable croutons and cheese await. James, my dog. Driver. Tom.
A rich broth with seasoned croutons and a 4-cheese blend. Tim Hortons' new French onion soup, just $2.59. Always a great value.
This is indubitably
Always Tim Hortons.
good.
Why are sponge towels so absorbent? Well, this pattern of concentric rings provides us sponge pockets with maximum absorption. The unique design allows us to take on any spill. Oh, look. There's one now. See? Dry as a bone. It's also quite slimming. Sponge towels with super absorbent sponge pockets. Nothing absorbs like it.
It's got plenty of pickup. You don't even really feel like you're driving a hybrid. And it's only a 4-cylinder, but man, this thing hauls. It really does. I mean, if you want me to show you, I sure can.
The cool thing about Sync is it makes it really easy to get from one song or one playlist or one genre.
Please say a command.
Play genre rock.
Playing genre rock.
The most anticipated event in curling history is now yours to enjoy 18 different ways. With all draws now on sale, you can see as many games as you want. Your days, your times. It's your own way to roar. As Canada's best teams fight for the right to wear the red and white in 2010. And every ticket includes admission to the Roar next door at Keith's Patch. Tim Hortons' Roar of the Rings. Reserve your place in history now.
It's a great day for a great dinner, but first you have to find time to get your son to soccer, find time to get your daughter to ballet. Now, if only you could find your car keys.
Luckily, there's M&M Meat Shop's fully cooked seasoned back ribs, ready fast and easy. Because when time isn't on your side, we are.
Attention, please. The flight has been delayed for about an hour.
Be right back! Hurry into the LensCrafters clearance event. Get up to 50% off new eyeglasses you'll love, while selections last. Only at LensCrafters.
I love you.
love you like never before with a gift from our exclusive black and white collection at Peoples.
Enterprise. Hi, I'm at the repair shop. I need to rent a car.
Enterprise will arrange to pick you up,
This is great.
drive you to our place, and get you on your way. Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
Updating Kerry Burtnick and Jason Gunlichson. The blank in 9 means that Kerry Burtnick has the lead 7-6. And he also has the hammer, the last rock, coming home. Trying to stay alive in this road to the roar. As we welcome you back to the CN Center. Tied 5-5 going to the 9th. And Pat Simmons playing the Yellowstones has the last rock.
Nice cleaning, guys.
The winner of this game, of course, on the B side means they get the ticket to ride to Edmonton.
It's actually kind of it's very unfortunate that that last rock pick, but kind of strange too, and that the brushers on Mike McEwen's team jumped on the draw.
That's good.
Probably thinking that they would keep it clean as it went down the ice, but because they were brushing fairly hard, Mike called them off, and at that moment, the rock picked. So very unfortunate. And we just saw actually a mistake by Simmons' team. Steve Laycock was actually asked to draw into the rings wide open and comes up very short near the hog line.
Doesn't much matter.
So a strange start to this end.
Throw.
Little heavy. Whoa, whoa.
Gotta move a ton.
4 terrific curling
Line's
games on
not
the ice
bad.
tonight.
Whoa,
Gotta move a ton,
Sensational entertainment.
Burn the red. Hard. Real hard. Jeez.
Okay.
So coming up next month in Edmonton is the Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings. That is the Canadian Curling Trials to determine which team will represent Canada at the Olympics. These 4 teams are already there. Kevin Martin, Glenn Howard, Kevin Cooey, Randy Furby. Jeff Stoughton will be there. He qualified last night by winning the men's A side. 3 spots remain, and one of them will be filled by either McEwen or Simmons.
Okay. Throw. Good.
Shot.
Well, Pat Simmons started the end hoping to have a chance to blank and hold the hammer in 10. As I mentioned, the one that was supposed to come into the rings, play a wide open draw, came short, and then that last tap didn't remove the other red. So now Pat's going to have to rethink that. See if he can maybe get a roll with this one.
Strong.
Whoa, then.
Strong.
Whoa. Ah, right off. Really strong. Whoa. Okay.
What a mess. Appelman and Ursel playing in the 9th, and Bob Ursel playing the Yellowstones does have the last rock with Jim Cotter throwing the 4th stones. Can he get to that red stone, which appears to be shot, move it enough to possibly get a 2?
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. He's taken a lot of ice, which would indicate quieter weight, so it might be doubtful, Vic.
Yeah, it looks like maybe just a draw, Vic.
Because there's backing as well. He'd have to move 2 stones, it looks like. Final stone on its way.
Clean. Yep.
Jim Cotter is the #1 4th thrower in the event. They've made a lot of great shots, but they are in C and desperate to win.
Rick Sawatsky, Kevin Folk on the brush. Well by the guard. Now, how much have they got? Can you move it far enough? Did he move it far enough?
Looks like it from here.
Well, we'll look for the indication. I'm not sure what Bob Ursel did. Just the one?
I think
did he put up 2 fingers?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I think I'll stay out of that.
I like sitting right here.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Hard to tell around that button.
Wait for the number to go up, and then we'll tell you. Nice shot by Jim Cotter.
Line only. That's good.
Lots of room.
Got tubes,
Yep.
Vic.
Whoa. Line only.
Room.
Good.
Room.
Line only. Lots of it. Line's fine.
Room.
Get ready. Yep. Hard.
Come on now. Go, 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 go.
Whoa.
Just the free.
Whoa.
Just the free.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Shot.
Attaboy. Beauty.
Very nice.
So there's your confirmation. 2 and a 6-4 lead for Ursel, going to 10, and Ted Appleman out of Edmonton will have the hammer coming home.
Linda said it earlier, but boy, Jim Cotter has made a million shots this week. We were here on Tuesday and we watched a lot of curling, and boy, he has made a whole bunch of shots.
Right up there here.
Yep. I guess you don't get to be the #1 last thrower.
I don't think so. And they play a complicated game, as we just saw. A very delicate touch for Jim Cotter to get his deuce.
Yep. 5, 4.
It was the McEwen team with a nice freeze this end, so that circle for scoring is closed down for Pat Simmons.
Line's good. Room.
Hair heavy.
No, off. Just there. Clean it. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Heavy. Heavy. Heavy.
Heavy. Mike just looking at the possibility of what will happen with the bottom yellow one. Will it jam? I think it's okay. You can get them both out of there now.
Yeah. Here. Like with any weight, you can only hit this much. I don't know if it's going to spin out. You know what I mean? You can only hit that much.
I think if you hit half rock, I think it's gone easy.
You want to throw hard? Should go.
It's the top yellow one they're worrying about.
Problem is
throw weight. Will it spin far enough and spin out?
Yeah. You'll probably end up, you know what I mean? Okay, throw hard. Throw hard.
That middle one doesn't jam on the, doesn't touch the back one, eh? It goes clean.
No, it's not even close.
Yeah, it should go easy. What are the other options? Yeah, bump on the nose. It's pretty good too.
So the discussion then came to what weight, and because of the concern of spilling that one, they're going to throw bigger weight.
It's the top yellow they're wearing, and you can't see a lot of it. You can just see about half the stone. Maybe a touch more.
BJ Neufeld.
Off. Right off.
What's he got?
Oh, shit.
And he's going to not quite kill his own to lie two around the edges of the 12-foot.
No,
he didn't think he had got enough. He didn't think it would spin out like that.
Yeah.
That's the advantage of the big wave.
Okay. I guess that works.
If you watch how it hits, the yellow springs off the red. We knew that was because they were beside each other, and that gives you the extra rotation on the rock that's springing off.
Wow.
So there goes the spin, and no problem with it exiting.
Protect his feet, it went out there so quickly.
That's right.
Right, throw there, Stevie.
75.
Lots of room to get into the 4-foot now. So play the come around.
Line's good. 6.
Off a bit. Off if you can.
6. Whoa, if you can.
Here it comes. Get ready.
Whoa.
Get ready. Here it comes.
Off.
Here it comes.
Line's good.
Line's good. Line's good. Line's great now. Line's real good. Top 4.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Line's great.
Whoa,
Easy,
off.
easy.
Right off. Whoa. Whoa.
Good shot.
Good shot, Jerry.
Boy, this is what a wonderful game.
Very good.
for Jerry Adam.
Last time we saw Pat Simmons play the great run back on his first to get rid of the rock behind it, and now Mike McEwen has to try.
Run that back.
Mike McEwen, who is a young man, used to compete in archery competitions in and around the Brandon area. He was provincially ranked.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa, whoa. 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 Off.
Off! Come on!
Oh, the jam at the back.
Ooh.
That's pretty tough luck when you're playing with all those angles to get it right onto the rock and it didn't spill out afterwards.
Man. Make her, bud.
And it's shot stone.
It's top 8.
Yeah, that's a bad break.
The fact that Mike did make that jam, now Pat has several places where he can put the rock, and Mike will really have a tough time getting out of this mess. Pat won't bring this one quite as far. Doesn't want to leave a freeze to give Mike that out.
Top of the 4-foot, full 8-foot.
Clean.
Got to get it covered though, otherwise you set up a possible double.
Oh, line's good. Clean.
5-6.
Whoa. Hold then. Whoa. Line's good. Whoa for line. Off a bit.
Soon.
Off a bit.
Gotta go soon.
Clean. Yep. Line's good. Yep.
Still 14.
Yep. Hard.
It should be.
Hard. Turning hard now. Line's great. Gotta curl a little bit. Gotta curl a little bit. Easy. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Great shot.
Whoa. Beauty.
Actually, the ice has held up very well tonight. We haven't seen much in the way of problems except for that pick in the last end, showing the surface might be a little bit softer.
Absolutely perfect shot. Perfect location.
It's definitely there, but either to stick it or you make the double and stick that.
Be the game right here. He's talking about the run back again.
Well, it's a big decision because you could.
Either that or you draw down to it.
You could limit the end. You could give up the deuce and hope to get the deuce coming home.
Literally hit it in the same spot.
What's your thought on the call? What would you play?
Well, the only thing you could do is freeze to the face of it, and then you're conceding almost 2. He thinks he can stick it maybe, and might even get he got a bad break last time. He might get a good break. He could make the possible double, Linda.
Mike McEwen.
Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard. Really hard. 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 Hard.
Where's this going? Running it back. Has he got one? Yes, he does, and it'll spill. And so it will be a draw for 2. Now live look on sheet C. Marie-France LaRouche and Rachel Holman. And this is the final stone for Holman as she plays here in the 10th, leading by 1. And it is a shot stone belonging to LaRouche sitting at the back edge of the 4. In fact, I just can't quite see the rings. She might actually Holman. It's actually, she's facing a couple here. So this is a desperate draw. She's going to come up light. Marie-France LaRouche is going to steal 2 here in 10 and remain alive on the women's seaside.
Plenty of room.
Meanwhile,
Easy,
final
guys.
stone on its way from Pat Simmons, looking to draw for a couple.
Plenty of room. Yep. Keep her scrub. Keep her scrub. Just clean. Clean it.
You know, after the last in and the pick on McEwen's last rock, with these brushers would not let that happen, and lovely draw weight.
So Simmons takes advantage of a couple of failed runbacks by McEwen, and he'll pick up a couple. Simmons now leads at 7-5 as he looks to lock up a spot in Edmonton. Busy night here in Prince George.
We've developed the Michelin X Ice 2 tire with advanced tread block technology featuring micro pumps. Because no water on ice means more grip.
Michelin, a better way forward.
Bonjour, monsieur, 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 monsieur. Bonjour, madame, 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 madame.
La vie, Grand Marnier.
Why would any fun-loving, red-blooded Canadian male give up watching football to upgrade his headlights? Because Silver Star Ultra headlights from Sylvania are up to 50% brighter and let you see up to 40% farther and up to 50% wider. But more importantly, because it's easier to replace a couple of headlights than it is...
Thanks, Dad.
...a daughter. See farther, see wider, see better. Silver Star Ultra headlights from Sylvania.
You've got lots of different looks. The fluffy puppy, windswept and interesting. The intellectual. But when you look at Head & Shoulders, you just see one thing, a dandruff shampoo. It's time to take another look. Head & Shoulders actually gives you 7 scalp and hair benefits. So whether it's the morning look or a night on the town look, your hair always looks great and free of visible flakes. Take another look at Head & Shoulders, and you'll see more than a dandruff shampoo. Recommended by the Dermatology Review Panel.
I spy with my little eye. I don't need to wonder why.
Now you can celebrate the season with red and green limited edition holiday Rice Krispies cereal. It's a great way to add some festive color to all your holiday treats. And look for cutout shapes printed inside specially marked boxes.
We've developed the Michelin X Ice 2 tire with advanced tread block technology featuring micro pumps. Because no water on ice means more grip.
Michelin, a better way forward.
2009 Road to the Roar Curling on TSN is brought to you by M&M Meat Shops. Hundreds of meal ideas, one aisle.
So here are the 4 remaining women's teams on the C side, and they will play for the 2 C qualifying spots on Saturday. Sherry Madon will go against Kelly Scott, and Marie-France LaRouche will play Amber Holland. 2 of them will advance to Edmonton. Now let's quickly go over to Kerry Burtnick against Jason Gunlickson. 7-6. It's Burtnick leading and looking to keep himself alive.
Clean. Yeah. Whoa, clean. Off, off, off. Stay with it. Stay with it.
Facing a couple here. Needs the hit in the inside roll and did not get it. Oh, goodness. Gunlickson will pick up the steal They'll go to an extra, and Burtnick will have the hammer there. Three games remain on the ice, and in this B-side men's final, Pat Simmons got 2 in 9 to lead 7-5, and Mike McEwen will have the hammer. The last Rock coming home playing Redstones.
Good shot.
Well, that was relatively a easy hit for Carey. It's a surprise. He hit it right on the nose.
Quickly over to the other side of the CN Center. Appelman and Ursel. Final stone on its way. This is Ted Appelman. To play another day, he wins it. Make the final 6-5.
I'm sick of seeing you, man. Going away here.
Matt's being asked for another corner guard. The two Yellowstones in the house are in an interesting spot for Pat Simmons. They're a little bit overlapped on each other. Top button, top 4.
Go. Gotta go. Hard.
There's the second corner, and there's a look at the two in the house.
It's kind of picky in here.
I think that's the last time they would play a corner guard, though.
Same thing.
You can freeze to those two stones in top of the 4-foot. You have one corner guard out there. Hopefully he doesn't make a double peel here.
Whoa. Clean.
Clean. Okay. That's good.
And one reason that Pat is peeling off that particular corner is you could actually draw around those two Yellowstones to the back 4-foot, for example, and it would be hard to get the yellows to go back onto it. But the easier way to do that would be with the turn on this side of the sheet, and the corner guard will block that.
You're right on the nose. It's really good. Back line.
Just going to move them back, trying to get them in the back of the rings. Just quietly.
Matt Wozniak.
Lots of weight.
Whoa.
He's got to curl a bit. A little more back line.
Whoa. No. Hard. Hard.
It's not curling. He's trying to catch the back one now.
I want to tick and.
If he ticked, the shooter would roll a long way away.
Okay. It's good. It's where we're just gonna go whip and out.
He's gonna go around the corner.
I couldn't believe I was straight that round. The way would have worked out.
Yeah.
What do you like?
I think we hit that one.
This one?
Yeah. Can we roll out on the center line side or not? Does it get by ours?
Yeah,
Just so you don't
thickly,
get
yeah.
out of the way.
It's pretty thin to hit this.
Okay.
Just a peel.
Yep, yes! Whoa, 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 other way, whoa, whoa! Whoa! Try and go the other way now. It's good.
Shoot.
Safer just to play it though.
You go here too.
Yeah, you could
Like
freeze
that.
right there. I like, he looked about going behind the corner guard, but I think if you could freeze it right in there.
Quarter on it, eh?
Yeah.
Just like a quarter.
Even half
not
on
even
it's
that much.
okay.
Needs to be fully over.
Becomes a very difficult rock to get out of there.
Yeah, 8-5, 8-8-5.
A little angle, and you can't drive it by either the yellow's top 4 area.
Mine's really good.
Wait only. Gotta go.
This is a key shot. If you can get this angled on properly, give you a little life for your deuce.
Drag it. Go, go,
Go.
go, go, go.
Wozniak and Neufeld, this is a big scrub for them. You can hear them say, drag it, boys, and they'll come up light.
And it lost its turn too, Vic.
Just so flat right here.
Let's take a look at the game summary. It's brought to you by Sponge Towels. Nothing absorbs like it.
In a game in which there have been terrific shots, it's kind of the miscues that jump out. Yes, there was a miscue in the end that McEwen got 3, but for McEwen, he had a rollout and he had a pick in 8. And for Simmons, he actually also missed a costly draw in the 5th. That cost both teams points. But Pat Simmons has done one thing, and that's bring his good game today. He's been a lot of up and down so far in this event. 86% for Pat Simmons, and a chance to take this one with the 2-point lead, playing 10.
So I don't like running a rock in that might jam.
Wow, no. What if we just peel out one of the yellow ones?
That's not bad. Just peel the center one.
Yeah.
He gets around though, he's guarded and frozen, and he's got run backs.
Well, then maybe we should peel that guy out of there and the red one.
Okay, through the center. Well, yeah, it's one of the two. Or you could tap. You could play it as a tap. That way you change the angles a bit.
Peel the center. We're never giving up 3, eh? That's for sure.
He's still got to scramble to get his deuce.
Yeah.
Because if he goes here,
we just make a hole for
a couple more noses and he's not going to be shot.
No, we can just make a hole for it. Tap, tap, and make a hole, right?
Yeah.
Is what we're playing, so. Yes, and we might still be lying. We'll be still lying too with one frozen on his.
Yeah. Good draw. Edge 4 again on your last.
Yeah.
Well, they covered everything. They talked about peeling their own stone. They talked about peeling the top one, and they're going to go up and peel off this center rock, leave him the pocket.
The big difference is the score, that if you were 1-up, you might make the switch to go for a steal in this case because of the positioning of the rocks. But I agree with them. With the 2-point lead, you don't want to give them a chance for 3. So peel it off.
Clean. Shot.
So they'll play the freeze one more time right into that pocket. They came up light last time. They have a chance to freeze it in there.
At this stage of the game, the tougher opportunities are for the team trying to play the draw, because we saw that last draw seem to hit some spots, some flat spots, and lose its turn. So it's more difficult at this stage to make the perfect freeze.
PJ Neufeld. Light with his first.
Good. Mine's more weight this time.
Needs the curl.
Mine's good.
Needs the curl.
Needs the curl a lot.
Looks heavy.
No.
Stay with it.
No, 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 no.
Stay with it. No bounce.
No.
Still needs to curl.
Has to curl a mile.
It's got to sit. Hard, hard. Go, 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 go.
Go, 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 go.
It's going to find the hole. Wow.
At least it was going to stop.
Even if we touch that little guy. Well, let's throw it out.
Had to curl a couple more inches.
Yeah, it's tough getting around anywhere if we nose it. Yeah. Right, okay, we'll play it safe though, because we're going to come feel late. Okay, we don't want to just cock it. That's all. Well, yeah, I'll try not to. Right? No, that's what I mean. But we'll play it for that. Hey, don't overbomb it. Just throw it nice, nice and smooth. Throw peel. Try and nose it, Steve. Yep.
Looking for the nose hit on the red to create a little wall at the front of the 4-foot of yellow stones.
Nose hit.
Jerry Adam with a little bit of that age and experience you talked about earlier, right? You know, just trying to calm the skipper down, because the skipper can see You know, they might be just writing his name on that ticket to Edmonton, and he doesn't want to just overthrow it, make the mistake.
A little adrenaline flowing at this stage.
Yeah. The rush of blood.
Whoa, 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 yep, yep, yep. Hard, 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 hard. Good.
Lynn's talked about it earlier, and the reason they played the center, the far corner guard when they were peeling corner guards was that it takes away, the corner guard that's out there now takes away the intern opportunity to maybe come around those rocks sitting at the top of the forefoot.
What's he doing?
He's
gonna
this rock right here
What are you talking about? Yeah.
takes away this come around to maybe try and tuck it
Well, that's no good.
somewhere in here.
He just hammers up.
So
Gonna come off the back of this back here.
he's going to play the quiet hit.
Here? Pretty tough.
Through here?
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, you never make it through there. This is in the way.
Okay.
I actually have to throw pretty hard.
Yeah, you got to throw waves. Peel.
I don't know if I can, if it's gonna get behind enough.
Yeah.
I gotta just whisker the 7.
Well, let's see what happens. I mean, we don't have anything else.
Well, it's either that or make this. Is that so bad? Both pretty hard shots. Have to roll it perfect. That's the only other shot, right?
We don't need a timeout.
You think that roll's easier?
Well, there's no guesswork here.
Yeah, I think we got to make the roll.
Okay. Firm?
Yeah, I gotta make
Gotta
sure
make
this.
these two go away.
I gotta make sure those both go, right?
Yeah. Here. A little less.
I think a bit less. Not much though. It's good.
Trying to make the roll behind the corner here?
I think that's our best chance. Gonna make a perfect roll.
To try and hit this here.
Yeah, I really don't think
make
getting
these,
underneath there is gonna do us
these
much
rocks
good.
go away.
You gotta make
and
the
get the roll over him behind
Double
that
and roll.
corner guard that sits out in front.
The other shot is tough, trying to hit the Yellowstone on the left and squeeze in behind the other. So they talked about it. They seemed a little discouraged, but good for Mike to take another look at the house and see the other option. I mean, it is tough when you're dealing with this many stones.
Just a reminder, Sports Center coming your way immediately following our coverage from here in Prince George.
Hard. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come on. Come on. Sit.
Shooter will roll over. It's still Simmons line 2.
And the red stone is wide open.
Make it go away.
Get down there.
There's the familiar little routine. Brushers have done a great job clearing the path.
Yep. Hard. Clean. Hard. Clean. Hard.
Pat Simmons, we'll see you in Edmonton. Pat Simmons and his team of Jerry Adam, Jeff Sharp, and Steve Laycock out of the Davidson, Saskatchewan Curling Club are on to the Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings in Edmonton, the Canadian Curling Trials. And so now he becomes the second qualifier from here in Prince George, joining Jeff Stoughton. The final 2 spots to be decided on Saturday. Now let's go over to sheet A, and it's Jason Gunlickson who is lying 2. And the final stone of this extra end coming up from Kerry Burtnick, and he'll needs to draw a little piece of the 4, full 8 certainly, but a piece of the 4 will give him life on the seaside.
Draw to the 4-foot.
Clean. Yep. Clean. Yep. Hard. Keep her going. Come on, guys, hard! Hard!
Uh-oh, Don Walchuk out now to join Deneau and Smith.
Oh, he hit it.
Jason Gunlickson is going to stay alive on the burned stone.
It was there, too. It looked like it was there. It was close, but it was there.
He was trying to dig harder to make sure it was there and slipped.
Way to go. Way to stay in the fucking game now.
So Jason Gunlickson out of Beausejour, the 25-year-old, takes out Kerry Burtnick from the Assiniboine. And Burtnick is now eliminated. So Gunlickson will play McEwen as Mike McEwen falls to the seaside. And one of them will get a spot in Edmonton, while Bob Ursel awaits the winner of tomorrow's game between Jean-Michel Menard and Wayne Madaw. Pat Simmons joins us now. And Pat, congratulations. Your thoughts on making it to Edmonton?
Oh, we're thrilled, obviously. The boys played really well, and yeah, we had a good week. It was there was a lot of close games, a lot of good battles. Hopefully some good entertainment for the crowd at home.
Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? I mean, you lose to Stoughton, then you have to pick yourself up. I mean, you've got enough pressure on you, but here, falling and having that opportunity to lose it in that extra, and now to battle back and get it here on the B side.
Absolutely, yeah. The game this morning was the gut tester for sure. You know, coming off that loss last night, and the boys played really well this morning, and you know, the way we played this morning gave us confidence going into tonight. And Mike's team is fantastic. We knew we had to play well again, and yeah, we hung in there for sure.
Pat, congratulations to you and the entire team. We'll look forward to seeing you in Edmonton.
You bet. Thanks.
Pat Simmons advances. Now, just a reminder, we're back with you. It's a big day. We'll be starting off at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Pacific, and we'll follow Gunlickson against McEwen and also Madaw against Scott. We'll have 5 hours in the afternoon, 5 hours at night as we continue down the road to the roar. So till then, on behalf of all of us, thank you for joining us. Canada's most comprehensive curling coverage is here on Canada's sports leader, TSN. Stay with us. Sports Center is coming up.
Sports Center.
Adjusting to life as a backup, Vesatoskala is put behind the 8 ball by another struggling Leaf early on. A goaltending showdown fit for the Olympics. See who won the battle between 2 red-hot goalies, with the Flames taking on the Sabres. And opening up a Western road sweep. The Raptors hope to build on a bit of momentum against LA's other team. Welcome to Sports Center, Leafs and Blackhawks. Before the game, Ron Wilson had a little fun at the expense of Patrick Kane regarding his incident this summer with a Buffalo taxi driver.
Hey, Patrick. Hey, I've got some spare change. Hey, I like the hat, though.
I'm sure that never gets old for Patrick Kane. Vesa Toskala, first start in 2 weeks, still looking for his first win. 3 minutes in, Luke Schenn stripped by Kane, and Kane goes top shelf. What a costly mistake there by Luke Schenn. Kane's got a 6. That's 1-0 Blackhawks. We'll take you 2-0 Chicago. Ricard Wallin is stopped. He gets the puck to Nicholas Hagman. Hagman's banging away at it. The Leafs think they score, but the play continues. They'll end up going upstairs to take a look at it. Now, it looks like the puck did cross the goal line. It's behind that post, but it was ruled inconclusive, so no goal. Wilson beside himself on the bench. He knows his Leafs should be down 1 goal going into the second. They are not. Second period, Chicago power play. Patrick Sharp's shot tipped in by Troy Brouwer. He's got his 5th. It's 3-0 Hawks. 2 minutes left in the period. And Phil Kessel with the snapper. Snaps it past Christian Beaulieu. What a shot. 3rd goal in 5 games for Kessel. The Leafs now down 2. But Jonathan Toews comes right back. He undresses Ian White. Toskala is there, though, with the big pad save. That'll keep the Leafs within 2. To the 3rd period we go. Just over 5 minutes in. The new guy, Kessel, from about the same range, and he unleashes another wicked shot. Kessel delivering for the Leafs. That's his 4th goal, and the lead has been cut to 1. 3 minutes later, Francois Beauchemin gloves down the Jason Blake pass, but Yue stops him. Then Yue and Beauchemin right in each other's face, speaking at each other, trading shots. The Leafs would lose at 3-2 and waste a 31-save effort from Vesa Toskala. For the 15th time in 17 games, the Leafs allowed the first goal of the game. It was the Leafs' first regulation loss on the road this season. They are 1-1-3 away from home afterward. Ron Wilson not buying the non-goal call in the first period.
I know they say inconclusive, but I don't know if it can get more conclusive than that from our point of view. And at least it would have stemmed the bleeding in the first period. We'd have possibly come out of that situation 2-1. The puck went in, and the puck was actually behind the goalpost in his glove. So generally, you would have to assume if you don't see the puck and it's behind the goalpost that it's in the net. But I don't know if they had that view.
Flames and Sabres. Calgary in search of a season-high 5-game win streak. Minute in, Nigel Dawes gets it to Damon Lenko, beats Ryan Miller, his 6th. Quickly 1-0 Calgary. Tyler Myers, point shot, deflected by Derek Roy. Mika Kiprasov stops him, stones Jason Pominville. Kiprasov goals against him, .99 in his last 4 games. Sabres 3-on-2. Roy feeds Clark MacArthur to Pominville. Can't get it into the wide open cage. Brent Sutter trying to get his team to stop these chances. Brandon Prust called for holding Drew Stafford's stick. Sabres power play. Roy gets the loose puck and beats Kiprasov for his 4th. Sabres outshoot the Flames 18-5 in the first. Flames shorthanded in the second. Dustin Boyd 2-on-1. He's stopped. Same power play. Rennie Bork all alone. Miller turns him aside. 2 great shorthanded chances for Calgary. 1-all game heading to the 3rd. Flames power play. Robin Regeer's point shot to Nigel Dawes. Wide open net, misses it. Overtime, nada, shootout. Here we come. Roy fakes backhand, goes forehand, scores. Buffalo takes the lead. Up for Calgary, Ole Jokinen. Those are soft hands to get it through the 5-hole. Tyler Myers missed, so Joe McGinley chance to win it. Miller stands tall. He fake poke check. Jason Pominville on Kiprasov. 5-hole, it's in. Bork needs to score. Miller stops him. Sabres win in a shootout. We're now 5-0 against Western Conference teams this season, while the Flames fall to 1-9-1 in their last 11 games in Buffalo. Flames, no rest. They travel to Toronto. They take on the Leafs tomorrow night. It's the final game of a 3-game trip. So the Leafs occupying the Air Canada Centre Saturday. The Toronto Raptors not at home. They're in LA, starting a 4-game road trip against, well, you mentioned it in headlines, the other LA
yeah,
team.
the other team, the team without Jack Nicholson in the stands. The LA Clippers hosting the Toronto Raptors tonight. And Raptors, as Dan mentioned, kicking off this 4-game road trip. Hedo Turkoglu in the lineup. He left Wednesday's game against the Bulls in the fourth quarter with a sore hip. First frame we go. Turkoglu drives the hole with the reverse lay-in, but the Clippers, they come out flying early. Baron Davis, the steal off Chris Bosh, takes it on the fast break, and Marcus Camby comes up with the putback. Then Davis, the flush. He had 7 first-quarter points. Clippers up 17 after 1. Second quarter, Raptors are down 20. Bosh trying to get the offense going, brings a little thunder. Then Bosh connects with Bellinelli. He had 9 first-half points off the bench. Meanwhile, Clippers shooting well from the floor, but not from the free throw line. That's awful. Horrible shot by DeAndre Jordan. It's still lead it by 9 at the break. It is embarrassing if that's your teammate. Third frame, Raps clawing back. They're down 3. Jose Calderon to the hole and 1. It's a 1-point game. Calderon with the hot hand, and he drains it 2. Toronto's first lead of the game. They're up 1. Clippers would take a 2-point edge, so Bosh responds. Monster jam. It would tie it up after 3 quarters of play. The Raptors now with a 2-point lead, 4 minutes left in the fourth, and the Raptors showing some heart tonight. Down 20, up 2 with 4 minutes to go. Chris Bosh, 5th in league scoring, averaging almost 29 points a game. So far, 21 points for Bosh, 10 boards, 5 assists.
On the ice, Wild and Capitals' Cal Clutterbuck sporting a mustache because it is Movember. Don't forget, Mike Knuble going to the net, gets shoved by Marek Zidlitsky. Knuble broke his finger on the play. He's going to have surgery and will be sidelined 3 to 4 weeks. Clutterbuck in the second, top of the circle. That's a weak one.
Watch this. Quick little shot. Yeah, it's a flip. It's a flutter dipper, as I call it.
Clutterbucker.
It's a clutterbucker flutter dipper.
Call it what you want. It's in the net. Minutes later, Caps power play. Mike Green jumps in on the play, scores his third, ties it at 1. Early in the third, Matthew Perreault to Brian Pothier, nets his second. 2-1 Caps. Under 9 to go. Martin Havlat's weak shot stopped. Semyon Varlamov loses his stick. He's able to keep the puck out. Play continues. Varlamov with a teammate stick now. Still under pressure. Steers aside another Havlat shot. Put in the corner. Puck disappears. Where is it? The Caps bailed out as the puck went under the door and the boards. Caps win their 4th straight, all without Alex Ovechkin.
Islanders and Hurricanes, Carolina riding that 13-game winless streak. They're 1 loss shy of the franchise record. Just 3 minutes in, Canes showing the frustration. Tim Gleason trying to mix it up with John Tavares, who wants no part of that action. Then as Gleason heads to the box for roughing, he's going after any Islander he can find. So for that, he'll get an extra 2 for unsportsmanlike conduct. Maurice doing the slow burn and suing power play of Matt Molson's shot goes up the end boards, Tavares side of the net. Nice hands to bat that in. That's a 6th 1-0 Islanders. 6 minutes left in the frame. 2-0. Scramble in front of Manny Legacy, and Tavares finds the loose puck. He's got the first multi-goal game of his career. 3-0 New York, but those Canes battle back. Now down a goal with just over 2 to play in the third. Galease's point shot somehow beats Martin Biron. So his second will complete the comeback. We got a tie game. Let's go to overtime. Dying seconds. Brian Rodney, that is a terrible pass. Kyle Okposo snaps his 4th. Okposo recovering from H1N1, but he extends the Canes' misery. Islanders win 4-3 the final. Coming up on SportsCenter, thrown into the fire. J.S. Giguère returns to face a red-hot Rick Nash.
And find out how a trip to a concert could keep one Stampeder out of Sunday's West semifinal.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Tim Hortons' new French onion soup. Bon appetit.
When you're in the zone, skill and creativity hook up, and you feel like you found a loophole in the law of gravity. People take a lot of different paths to get to the zone, but many of those paths have the same starting point.
My name's Emma. This is my Grand Caravan. This is so my dad doesn't run over my bike. is where I sit. And this is where the big pillows come out. It's magic. This is a picture I made of 5 stars, because that's how safe it is. Mom says that's good.
The 2010 Dodge Grand Caravan, Canada's favorite minivan.
Cindy, have you seen my electric razor?
You tried the bathroom?
Hey, do you know where my black dress shoes are?
They're not in the closet?
Have you seen my wallet?
No.
The journey continues with the all-new Rebel T1i, the only camera in its class to shoot in full HD video, inspired by Canon.
SportsCenter, brought to you by Dodge Grand Caravan. Come see what we've built for you.
Ducks and Jackets. Jay Shagir making his first start since October 24th. He was out with a groin injury. First period, Christian Uselius. Long backhand pass, springs Rick Nash. And he puts it through Shagir. Winds up and fires it. His 13th ties it at 1 after 1. Second period, Jackets power play. Great pass from Antoine Vermette right to Uselius. No look from Vermette. Uselius back after missing 4 games with an upper body injury. Gets his 6th, ties it at 2. Late in the frame, Ryan Getzlaff. Great opportunity. Matthew Garon, even better stop. Keeps it tied. Shootout required. First round, Ducks already down a goal. Getzlaff up for the Ducks. And he hits a post. Third round, Nash can put this one in the books with a goal. Whoa, he almost fell, but he scores. That is an unbelievable deed. Shootout goal of the year nominee. Nash and the Jackets win it 3-2 in a shootout.
Thrashers hosting the Kings. First period, Andre Pavlich with a great save on Alexander Frolov. He'll keep it scoreless heading to the second. But that's where the floodgates open up. Evander Kane banks it in off a Kings defenseman. Evander's got his first of 2 goals on the night, 1-0 Thrashers. Meanwhile, Ilya Kovalchuk coming off a 3-point performance in his return against the Rangers. 2 minutes after Kane scored, Kovalchuk beats Jonathan Quick 5-hole. It's 2-0. 2 minutes after that, Zach Bogosian lets go of a weak shot. He's got his 7th of the season, makes it a 3-0 game. So